Yo, what's up, dudes? Christian, Rob, Vince. What's up, guys? American Brown Guy, Mysterious. What's up, my dudes? Hope y'all are having a good middle of the week. Oh, Roth, that's fantastic. You'll get to be with us for a little bit. That's dope. Oh, shit. Hold on. Gotta get here. Okay. Jesus. Day after day, my hair. I need to get a haircut. I should be looking crazy, as you can see. This is what took me until right now to go live today. Is that thing right there? See it? All 3.5 feet of it. All right. Yeah, Vince, I'm doing good, man. Yo, Katai, what's good? How was doing railjack shit with your husband? Don, what's good, man? Did you start to get a hang of it? Did you start to... You get better at it? You figure it out a little bit more? I've done figured it out. I just despise it. I hate railjack. I think it's so stupid. It's not fun. No, it's not. I would make a badass Colonel Marine from the Alien movies. I appreciate the vote of confidence, man, but nah. Nah. I like flight sims, but he's a backseat driver. Who? Oh, your husband? You should let him drive then. It's so easy. It's simple. It's just it's not fun. Nothing about that shit's fun, man. School just started, so finally get to learn programming, coding. Hell yeah. Maybe you can program us a surefire way to avoid taxes. Deadpool 3 was... I did, he's awful. So, yeah, I thought y'all would be good, man. Y'all teaming up, but turns out it was a shit show, huh? Deadpool 3 was great. It was fantastic. I suggest you go see it. I don't want to. We've already spoken spoilers over on Twitch. I don't want to talk any more spoilers. Just for the people that haven't seen it, because I despise spoilers a whole lot. Hey, get on the bed before you fall off. Don't look at me like that, all crazy. Get on the bed before you fall off, and look. You're gonna pull the sheets and you're gonna knock over that big tub of cookies. Get on the bed. You little spider monkey. Okay, well if she's gonna do that, I can't have that. Yeah, no, I think I'll wait to see Alien. Bro, that's one of those franchises where I really can wait. I couldn't wait for Deadpool. I had to go to the theater, but I think I can wait for Alien. I can wait for most of them. I don't even remember what the last Alien movie was. So I guess that's what they're gonna keep doing, right? So I guess they're just gonna keep doing. I guess they're gonna keep doing Alien and then Predator, and then a couple of years in between they'll do another AVP, and then a couple more Aliens, a couple more Predators, and then another AVP, and then I guess, right? Which realistically I don't really have much of a problem with, as long as they keep making them good. But you know, you beat on the same thing for way too long, eventually it gets old. So I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Cut out of what? What do you mean? I don't keep up with this particular kind of news, because this particular kind of news really is worthless, but I heard that She-Hulk actress and Brie Larson were salty that their scenes were cut from what? I don't know. I don't really. It's hard to really say what I keep up with, really. I don't know. I feel like in such a weird spot with the things that I like to watch, and the lack thereof shit that I don't watch or pay attention to. I feel like there's a lot of stuff out there that should have my attention, but it doesn't, because I just grown slightly apathetic to apathy. I doubt that's true. American brown guy. I don't know where you heard that, but I don't believe that for 1 second. You want to know why? Because I don't truly believe that those scenes were ever filmed. To cut something, you had to have filmed it in the first place. I don't believe those scenes were ever filmed. For why? For what? I didn't even give a fuck to see them be killed off. Good thing they weren't in the fucking movie, period. In any capacity. As a villain or for fodder for that big fucking monster that was eating people in the void. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't know where you're getting your information. That seems like a lie. You see, I feel like you got that information off of an 8-second TikTok from some dude with long blonde hair that just says bullshit about Hollywood celebrities. And a lot of people believe it. I don't know. Then again, you could be telling the truth. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we're doing today, by the way. My original goal was some more stolen valor, but I never get tired of those, but you guys might. We can do some shit from the list. I don't know if Astro's here. I don't know if he'll be here. Who knows? I forget I was scrolling through this earlier. Oh yeah, I do have some stuff in the watch later, actually. Matter of fact, that I was wanting to watch last stream that we didn't get a chance to watch. This is what I want to watch right here. This police interaction. Code Blue Cam. The terrifying transition from nice to nightmare. And it's a female. So you know that she's gonna start off cordial as fuck and she's gonna gradually work her way up to Karen. We've seen this before. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work my way up to those vents. They're just so long, bro. Everything's an hour. An hour, man. You know how much shit we could get done in an hour? I'm trying to work my way up to that, because that's just like, that's damn near almost a whole stream. I've been going live a little bit longer lately, but there's been times where my stream was only like 3 hours. Have we done that? That's like one video. Like, I wonder if there's anything about that same topic that's condensed and summarized with like a synopsis with the same kind of accurate information and in-depth. My tobacco. Yo, Ben, what's going on, man? Just chilling, dog. Is there anything you have, Vince, at all that's less than 50 plus minutes? I know that I said that patrons could get longer request times, but I didn't think you'd take it to that extreme. Had I known, I would have set it exactly at 30. I would have just bumped it up instead of just making it an indefinite time. Ugh. That was rough. Let's check the Discord. How to spot enemies. How to spot enemy players in Airsoft by Storm Riders. You just see them. But maybe it's more in depth than that. You see them. Unless these fuckers bring a drone with them. Can you use drones in Airsoft? I mean, because that is kind of a thing in real military. And not just in real military, but hell, in video games. Usually the sniper, the scout, the whatever, they got drones and shit. Not sure everyone would be able to do it, but maybe specific kits would allow you to run a drone. I don't know how the Airsoft gods would feel about drones to spot your enemy. Obviously, it'd be some bullshit if your drone could actually get kills for you. That's lazy. You're doing all that. But yeah, we'll watch it. And then we got a video. And then we got a video about aliens. But hopefully I can enjoy, because I like aliens, but I just consider myself barely an average fan. I've never even taken the time to formulate my own alien theories, so. If Pokedex entries were literal compilations, the Pokedex, that's if I can remember correctly, that's what you look at to see how many Pokemons you have, and it tells you about your Pokemon, right? Where your Pokemon was, the evolutions of your Pokemon, how old is it? It gives you like detailed information about your Pokemon. Is that what that is? Okay, so that's in the public section. Let me check in the patron section. An hour and 8 minutes. That's astoundingly long, man. It's crazy. Maybe one of these days, man, like I can just hop into Discord while I'm playing Warframe or something, and I can stream it on Discord, and you can just pop into voice chat and watch it with me. If you want that. Then again, I don't know how many of my other 3K some odd subscribers on the channel would want to see that. I guess let me just ask. Let me just make a community post, Vince, and ask first. Because if I react to this on stream, you bet your goddamn ass I'm uploading it. Ain't no way I'm gonna react to it and not upload it. So I'm gonna ask. I know I've been uploading long videos, but those have just been it's fine. Real life lore. Oh my god, that one's 51 minutes. Okay, and I think we did all these. Yeah. Offending everyone. Idiots in cars. Bad. Alright, well, looks like when you find something, Vince, can you let me know? Because I'm sure you have more than just that. Because I can stream video on Discord. And even turn my face cam on. So we could probably do it that way. And I usually have YouTube pulled up and I'm streaming music on Discord when I game anyways. With my friends. Alright. Let me see. He doesn't even flinch. Yo, Jeff, what's going on? Have you ever seen Bullshito video fake mark? Excuse me. Have you ever seen Bullshito video fake martial art? No. However, I have seen the fake martial artist who he's hilarious. White guy. Orange stash, kind of like a buzz cut, kind of like a nice little haircut going on. Master Ken, I think, is his name. It might be. I'm not sure. That guy's hilarious. Obviously, all fake, all bullshit. Kind of just like, it's just funny. It's all just funny. It's like ridiculously fake, funny, and everyone knows this is fake. Everyone knows this ain't fucking for real. It's hilarious. I think his name is Master Ken or something like that. So I haven't seen that guy, but I have seen some fake martial arts stuff that's just fucking hilarious. That doesn't take itself seriously. It's just like, hey guys, we're just bullshitting here, all right? This is for the ha-has, and I appreciate that. It's only the ones that actually take it seriously and try to bullshit you and like, I know what the fuck no, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You can get your ass whipped very fast. But yeah. Yeah, we could watch some of that. I'd be down for that. It's been a minute since I've watched any bullshit martial arts. Like Rex Kwon Do. Oh my god, their names are good too. That's the best part. Not only is their shtick amazing and great, but like their names. Master Ken is kind of normal, but Rex Kwon Do? Come on, man. Bullshito? It's so good. Country Girl, what's going on? How did you feel about the old Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 odds? Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. You're gonna hurt yourself. And you're gonna come over and you're gonna try to cry. You're gonna sit in my lap. Get on the bed. Quit fucking around. The Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 being my favorite Black Ops in the entire series. Black Ops 3 was really, really good in my opinion. Some people hated it, but I came from Destiny, bro, so there's a lot of jetpacks and jumping and verticality and vertical movement and shit like that I just already knew how to do. So naturally, Black Ops 3 came very easy for me. And then I didn't play Black Ops 4. I didn't play Black Ops 4, and I didn't play Black Ops 5. And what are they on Black Ops 6? I think. Man, I ain't played Call of Duty in a hot minute. I booted up Call of Duty Mobile for the first time in a couple months. Had a little bit of fun on that, and then just went right back to playing Warframe. Yes, Mommy. Nelly, your mommy's calling you. Go. But yeah. Black Ops 2, my favorite. I think Black Ops 3, the most fun, really, because again, I'm a fan of I'm a fan of jetpacks, and I'm a fan of vertical movement and jumping and strafing and sliding and moving really, really quickly. I know how to do that. Some players, they fucking suck ass at vertical movements, so I had a leg up on a lot of motherfuckers just because I could move. Sometimes my aim would be a little bit shaky, but my movement would just get me through most situations. And then Advanced Warfare is another one that a lot of people didn't like. Me, I really liked Advanced Warfare because of all the movement and the sporadic movement and the crazy movement, and I could just run circles around you. Even if my aim was ass that day, you just weren't touching me, you know? So those were fun. And then, man, you start to get into the realm of like Call of Duty Vanguard. I didn't play that shit. Infinite Warfare. I played that game for like 10 seconds, and I was like, nope, this ain't it. What are some other ones, man? Cold War. I didn't play Cold War. I played a couple of the remasters, like Modern Warfare. Some shit like that. Now I don't know what the fuck. Now I don't know what the fuck they're on, or what they're doing, or how many there are. Wait, Vince, say that again. I didn't understand. Oh, War Daddy. The dude from Fury? It's on the real War Daddy. Okay, we'll find it. That's fine. Just make sure you put it in the Discord, Vince. Make sure I can see it. You got a fire. She got you a fire truck. Yeah. Take him to the bed. You already have 2 fire trucks right there. My room's packed full of your toys. Okay. Bet. Alright. Well, let's see what we're gonna do. Nelly, can you shut the door, please? Angry woman fails to punch man. That's usually how it goes. It's squishy? Oh, it is. Oh, your mommy got you a cool one. What does that say? What does that say? You don't know, you can't read yet? Okay, go watch Blippi, or I'm gonna turn it off. Good. Keep going. Looking up some airsoft shit, huh? Alright. I see that bullshit martial arts. Are we watching some Mac Lethal? or some Steven Seagal. I mean, you take your pick. You take your pick. Hey, what's the name of that movie? Speaking of bullshit martial arts, what's the name of that movie? Where it's with Brad Pitt and they're on the set of a movie or something. They're in a movie that's in a movie, right? It's one of those things, I think. And Bruce Lee, I guess, or stunt double thereof, or actor of Bruce Lee, is talking shit to Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt whoops his ass. He's like, that whole my hands are registered lethal weapons bullshit y'all say is just an excuse for you don't want to actually get in a real fight with anybody. What's that movie? I feel like I need to see it. I keep seeing it pop up on my feed. The more clips I see, the more I want to watch it. If y'all know, tell me. Let me know. What were we searching? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's what it's called. That's the only person I know that's in it, is Brad Pitt. It looks interesting. Speaking of airsoft, Nico Ortiz be popping up on my feed a lot too. He reacts to airsoft quite a bit. I feel like playing airsoft with Nico, that would be like 10% airsoft, 90% fucking around. Probably. I can't take shit like that seriously, man. It's fun. Fun. Unless someone starts talking mad shit and like just manages to get under my skin, I ain't taking this shit seriously, man. It's fun. I gotta fuck off. It's in my blood. Loud ass little girl. Let me. She'll burst back in here in a second. It's fine, but she makes way too much noise out there. Here she is. Shut the door on your way in. Thanks, little one. Storm Riders, how to spot enemies in airsoft. Okay. Oh. Oh, DiCaprio's in it too? It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Okay. Keanu Reeves will voice Shadow the Hedgehog in the new Sonic movie. Shadow? What is Shadow? I played the video games as a kid and watched a little bit of the animateds. I don't remember no Shadow. What is that? Hey, knock it off. He's a black and red hedgehog. Did he exist when we were kids? Or is that something new that they've done? I have no clue. Shadow was on the Dreamcast? You're lying. I played Sonic on the Dreamcast. It was fire. What? Was it? How's my memory this bad? I played this game. Played Ready to Rumble Boxing on the Dreamcast. I believe I played Soul Reaver on the Dreamcast. Put a whole bunch of shit on the Dreamcast, and I vividly remember Sonic. For some reason, I don't remember this fucking person, this character. Yo, Vince, we're gonna get to yours in a few, so just... Okay. You guys ready to check out some airsoft shit? Here we go. How to spot enemy players.
Hey everyone, this is Phil, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to spot enemy players on the airsoft field. Now, if you've watched our content before, you know that we spend a lot of time talking about ready-up drills, utilizing cover correctly, and coordinating with your team. And while those things are absolutely important on the airsoft field, they're a little bit less useful if you have a hard time spotting enemy players before they spot you and tag you out. The reality is that this can be really challenging, especially if the enemy player is actively trying to conceal themselves from view. So today, we're going to go over some tips and tricks that will help you be a bit more observant on the field and hopefully spend a little bit less time in the respawn zone. So let's get to it. First off, it's important to recognize that if a player is actively trying...
This is it, right, American Brown Guy? This is what we're watching? I feel like this is This should have been more of like, you watch this on your own time because this will benefit you. You're actively wanting to play airsoft. I don't really want to.
Trying to camouflage themselves from you and is laying an ambush, your individual odds of survival are quite low. Not only are they going to be hard for you to spot, but you will be easy for them to spot in return, since you are the one in motion.
I hope you're in here, American Brown guy, because we ain't going back and I ain't stopping. You ain't here. That's rough. You'll watch it later. This is YouTube, so.
Just need to wait. That's why ambushes have been a preferred tactic in asymmetric warfare for millennia. They allow a very small number of people to successfully engage a larger group. Situations like these are best resolved with a team of players, and we'll talk about how to deal with this a little bit later. But for right now, when it comes to you as an individual player trying to discover and defeat enemy players lying in wait, just know that there is no tactic or trick that will completely tip the odds in your favor. So what can you do? Well, the first thing you need to do is properly protect yourself while you observe the field. This means utilizing cover effectively and minimizing your exposure. If possible, use features of the cover such as slits, cracks, or other holes to look at the field without exposing your body. If the cover has no such features and you must emerge from cover to observe the field, ensure you use good fundamentals. Keep your limbs in as tight as possible, keep your rifle up and ready to engage in case you see anything that needs to be shot at. Once you're actually observing the field, you'll need to scan for places where players may be hiding. If you're familiar with the field, think about where you have hidden when coming from the opposite direction. If you're not familiar with the field, think about places where you would want to be hiding if you were coming from that direction. Are there any places that have a particularly good vantage point or a really good line of fire? Look to those places first. Human beings are inherently lazy and tend to take the path of least resistance, so it's a good idea to start scanning pieces of cover that appear to be the easiest to get in and out of. When you're scanning the field, there's a few giveaways that you're going to want to look for. The first of which is movement. The human eye is naturally attracted to motion, so if a player is moving around, you will quite likely spot them. You may notice things like players looking around for targets, adjusting their position behind cover, or reaching for equipment such as a magazine or reaching for their PTT. Secondly, look for any out-of-place colors. In North America, many airsofters choose to wear multicam camouflage, and that's not necessarily the most effective camo for all fields at all times of the year. If you play somewhere with extremely green forests like we do, and as you can see in our camo video, it makes it very easy to spot you if you're wearing multicam. Try to pick out any colors that don't quite fit what you expect to see. If it's a bright day but you see a very dark patch on the ground, that could be an enemy player. You may also catch other uncamouflaged parts of your enemy's setup, including unpainted equipment such as the rifle or helmet cameras or even exposed skin. In either case, take a second to confirm what it is that you're observing. A third dead giveaway is glint or glare off pieces of equipment. Goggles, masks, rifle sight lenses, helmet-mounted cameras, and even buckles on your load-bearing equipment can all catch the light and cause a reflection or glint that is observable by others. Some players also enjoy wearing reflective visors, but reflected sunlight on a bright sunny day is a dead giveaway.
It depends on, you gotta have a lot of vegetation for ghillie suits. I mean, granted, you can get ghillie suits in a multitude of different colors for different terrain. There's ghillie suits for snow, there's ghillie suits for desert, there's ghillie suits for jungle. So long as you have it, then yeah, and you have it for the right terrain, yeah. But if you just got greens and you're in the Arctic, well, obviously. Nah, Roth, go ahead, man. Go for it.
Final way that you can spot your opponents is not with your eyes, but with your ears. Listen for the enemy on the field. This may be easier in some games than others, especially if there are lots of people near you crunching and stomping around, shooting at each other. But in situations where it's largely quiet, take a moment to listen to see if you can hear anything. If you're using an amplified headset such as a Peltor, this is obviously a lot easier, but it's still perfectly doable without one. Things to listen for.
Wait. What?
Take a moment to listen to see if you can hear anything. If you're using an amplified headset such as a Peltor, this is obviously a lot easier, but it's...
You mean to tell me that airsofters have a pair of headsets that they can wear that amplifies the sounds around them to where they can hear better? You mean to tell me that these motherfuckers effectively made real-life Turtle Beach headsets for practical use in a combat setting? I use quotations in combat because you would not want to use this helmet or this headset in an actual firefight with real weapons, real guns. Just no, hell no. That'd be bad for your. But airsoft, they don't make any fucking noise, right? So you're good. You can amplify the noise around you, not so much in a real thing. That's crazy. I didn't know that. What? You don't have your drink? Well, here. I got a water right here just for you with your name on it. Come get it. So glad I brought water. Here. Hey. Here. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. I wouldn't consider that thirsty, but alright.
Why are you having that blue thing?
That's nothing.
Still perfectly doable without one. Things to listen for include footfalls crunching things on the ground, Velcro pouches being opened, high-cap magazines or BB loaders rattling around, the metal-on-metal clanging of sling hooks against a rifle body, and, of course, players talking.
Yeah, okay, so that's cool and everything, but just like we had a piece of equipment in the military called the boomerang, and it went attached to the back of our truck at the very top. It almost looked like an antenna. And this antenna, the whole purpose of it is it would tell you where you got shot from, how far, and in what direction, or whatever, some shit like that. And it was all but useless. All but useless. And my question is, with this particular listening device, it would be kind of hard to differentiate between enemy noises and friendly noises, because this thing picks up everything, right? Dog. Go watch your cartoons. Climbing on me like a damn Donkey Kong. Yes, go.
Players talking on the field when they shouldn't be is a dead giveaway, and it happens all the time on the airsoft field. But all the things we just listed are ways that you can spot your opponent and detect their presence. In some cases, you might even be able to fully determine exactly where they are based on what you're hearing. If you suspect an enemy player is in an area and that's why you're looking for them, you will need to be careful while observing. Use similar concepts to the ones we just discussed. Keep your movements slow and deliberate. Keep the noise at a minimum, and try to conceal and camouflage yourself from view as best as you can.
Well, you gotta remember, Jeff, a lot of the younger crowd plays this game. Not this game, but plays airsoft, I mean. Okay, well, dude, come on, man.
At this point, if you've used all of these techniques and you still haven't spotted an enemy player, the reality is you will have to carry on with what you were doing. But if you failed to spot an enemy player that was lying in wait, chances are you will be shot. Yeah. Again, this comes back to what we said at the beginning. If the enemy is well hidden and waiting for you to cross your line of fire, your individual odds of success are extremely low. If you're absolutely certain an enemy is there, you can try and flush them out by firing into their suspected position. Ideally, you do this from a safe piece of cover, and you aim for brush or even hard cover to try and make lots of noise and to force them to move. Obviously, this will also reveal your position, so it won't always be your best option.
No, it's a give and take.
If you're unable to flush anyone out and you're still convinced the enemy is present, it may be best to retreat to a known safe piece of cover or line of fire and attempt to bound laterally to try and find a new angle on your opponent before moving forward. Ideally, you've been able to use some of these tips and tricks to be the one to start the shooting, or at the very least, to start shooting at the same time. But once the shooting starts, it is important to revert back to your good airsoft fundamentals. Get in cover, return fire, gain the initiative through volume of fire, fix the enemy in place, move to a more advantageous position, and take them out. Easier said than done, obviously, and if you're all by yourself, this will be an extremely difficult task. If you've been ambushed and you're not immediately hit, you need to react to fire and either fight through the ambush or break contact. Either way, this will start by getting into cover. If there's no cover available, then go prone. Immediately start returning fire and use high volume of fire to retain the initiative. You cannot give the enemy an opportunity to re-engage you. You use high volume of fire to keep their head down and use your team to either maneuver and destroy them or to peel back from the engagement to a location where you can get good cover. This is most easily achieved with a group.
She's 3, but she's like very, very small. She's like in the smallest, the lowest percentile for everything as far as... No, you're small. You're tiny, tiny. You're gonna be tall. You may even be as tall as me, maybe taller, but right now, you itty-bitty.
Or squad of players, especially considering that the initial volley of fire from the ambush is likely to result in at least one casualty. Whenever possible, try to move with a group of players to maximize your odds of successfully traversing an area with probable enemy players. It can be extremely frustrating to constantly be getting hit by players who you're unable to locate. But the truth is that if you're the one moving on the field, either pushing an objective or going to a piece of cover, you're exposing yourself to greater risk. So if there's a chance that an enemy might be observing your location,
Leon,
it's worth taking the time to scan the field and look for telltale signs before committing to any sort of...
Believe it or not, I just put it up in this little fucking thing, and that's about it. I really wasn't going for a look. I kind of just woke up and did this. It took like 3.5 seconds.
Movement. It's also possible that you are at your limit of advance in that direction. You just cannot go any further. In those cases, you will either need support from your team or you'll need to fall back to a previous position and reevaluate your approach. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to keep the conversation going, please come join us on our Discord server. The link is in the description below.
I don't think so.
Thank you so much for watching.
Notice I didn't really do much commentary here. Most of everything he said was... I didn't find anything wrong with it. It was very sound in the tactics that they use, which is more or less, man, pretty accurate to what we use on the battlefield, what our infantry would use on the battlefield. Just basic tactics and muscle memory and just information that you should know and skills that you should have. You know, right? So, and no, Mysterious, I don't think that any of them feel that way. They just like playing this. It's there's tons of adults, man. Hell, even people my age, people older than me, that play airsoft. It's just fun, and a lot of airsoft is oftentimes played by ex-military, prior service veterans. You know, they still wanna stay active with this shit. They like the they just like it, man. They love it. So after their service, you know, it really is frowned upon to just go around just shooting people with a real gun. So they opt to just do airsoft. Because if we could still have free reign, if we could still do our thing after the service, we wouldn't need airsoft. But yeah, a lot of it's just competition. The same way that paintball. Most of those professional paintball players, they don't consider themselves soldiers by any means. They just consider themselves professional paintball players. And I've seen some of those pro paintball matches. That shit's intense. That shit is fierce. They're kind of nuts. And I've played paintball before. It was fun. I've played airsoft before. It was fun, right? Do I play it now? No. This shit costs money, man. Regardless what you see. You think all this shit's free? You think you just rent it when you get there? Nah. Bring your own shit. So, and not to mention, she doesn't let me do shit outside of this, really. But yeah, it's a good time playing, especially when you're playing against your buddies. They're feeling themselves, talking a little bit shit. They think they're better than you, and you just fucking flank them and cap their ass. Good time. Been there. So, yeah. I look at the way I look at it, I look at paintball like Call of Duty, and I look at airsoft like Battlefield. From what I've seen. Or maybe I just haven't seen enough paintball, but from the outside looking in, paintball looks very sporadic, very, very fast-paced, very, very... almost like Call of Duty, man, like chickens with your heads cut off, right? There is a semblance of communication there, but unlike its counterpart, Airsoft, a lot bigger, more players, more spread out. The fights are a lot longer. Everything's more drawn out. From the outside looking in, that's how I see it. I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but I will tell you, one is clearly more expensive. And in my opinion, it's paintball. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah. You ever play paintball? It's expensive. Those CO2 tanks are pricey. The paintballs, pricey. The whole damn gun, pricey. Everything about it is expensive. I've had paintball guns. It ain't cheap. Whereas you could get some basic ass shit as far as airsoft and still do good if you got, these kinds of tactics, these kinds of movements, this kind of intimate knowledge and awareness about you on said battlefield. You could go in there with like a $50 kit, a $100 kit, max $150. You don't really break the bank with $150 when it comes to this type of shit, because there's people out here with like thousands of dollars worth of shit. Whereas in paintball, I feel like you kind of got to keep up with the Joneses when it comes to paintball. What? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say a bad word. Airsoft is less painful than paintball? I've been shot by both. Yeah, I would agree to that. I felt more pain coming from a paintball gun than I did from an airsoft gun. Then again, I never got shot by an asshole with an airsoft gun that just like dialed his shit into like maximum feet per second as far as his BBs, which can hurt from what I've heard and been told. So Astro, welcome. My first boyfriend was into paintball and always had bruises. Oh, it'll leave a mark. BBs will leave a mark, but not the same way that paintballs will leave a mark, man. I'm telling you, I feel like paintballs, they just hurt more. Leave welts, man. Visible shit that you can see for days. They start off as like bright red, and it's like round, and you can see where the ball hits you, right? You may even still have paint caked on. And then it just starts to turn blacker and blacker and blacker. Yeah. And I'm so glad that I wore protection as a kid playing paintball, man, because I played against my friends, and some of my friends were very, very good, and some of my friends had very, very good aim. The amount of headshots I took from one of my buddies when I was a kid playing paintball, like just straight to the mask, like it's like a double tap, and all I could see was just paint. I couldn't even see anything. In order to see anything, I'd have to take off my mask. So then I would just call the game. I'd be like, "That's it. Hold on. Time out. I gotta clean. You got me. I don't know where the fuck you are, but just wave my hand like, hold on." You get a rag, wipe that shit off. Yeah, the paintballs are also much larger than those BBs. Okay. No, I didn't have to. He pretty much covered everything, American Brown guy. If anything, I was just looking for any wrong information, really, or just any information that might not be feasible. But everything he said was pretty spot on. I didn't really have to pause for much. I didn't really have to give much feedback or much input at all on that last video. There was really nothing for me to correct there. As far as everything airsoft related, that was great. And as far as taking everything that he said and applying it to a real tactical setting and a real combat environment with real weaponry, you could apply a big majority of what he said. It would work for you, really. But hey, man, it just really depends. Every setting is different. Every environment is different. And in the case of airsoft, every map is different, right? So you just have to have that immediate awareness of where you are and how to traverse your environment, how to navigate your environment. That's like a big thing, man. If you don't know the environment, man, home court advantage is a term that's often used in sports. Dude, you go into a different environment that you're not familiar with, it's an immediate disadvantage to you. If you know the environment and you know it well, every single inch of it, that's a massive advantage to you, right? So it just depends on the environment. You know, it's not a secret why the military trained us in California to deploy to Afghanistan. Fort Irwin, that's where we did our combat training. There's no secret why they train us there, man. That place is a spitting image of Afghanistan. From the mountains, the sand, the wind causing fucking sand tornadoes and just dust. It's literally called the Dust Bowl, right? And there's no secret why they train us there, man, because we're training for that environment, that visibility, that sand in your eyes and your face and your nose and your mouth, and fucking it just all sucks and it's hot, right? What you're training for. So yeah. No lie though, when I got to Afghanistan, it looked no different than Fort Irwin, California. It was kind of eerie and weird and ugly. Okay. No, Kevin, that's the first one we've done so far. We went live a little late. I've been dealing with that one back there. Nah, just it depends on what you go for, dude. Oh shit. Oh shit. Look at this video, guys. Upchurch uploaded a new video. And he's got a whiteboard and a marker. And on the whiteboard it says Nazi. Is this church go? Man, I've never really watched one of Church's conspiracy videos where he goes down the rabbit hole of something, and some would say sometimes maybe might go a little too deep. I've never watched any of those. Maybe later, or maybe on my own time. Who knows? Because I always hear people saying, man, like, hey man, Church is losing it. Going down the rabbit hole. It's going crazy. Is this one of those videos or no? I don't know. It does fit the bill for one, from what I've... When delusional woke people get destroyed, number 5. Watch later? Thank you. Wait, how long? Yes. Watch later. Yes. I like it. My hunting rifle cost me $1,400 without the Night Force optic. Would you believe me, Leon, if I told you that there's people out there that have a $1,400 airsoft rifle? For real? They do. Mainly, your long distance rifles, really, for airsoft, will run you that much, I think. Your actual ARs and your pistol airsoft and your handgun airsoft and your SMG airsoft and stuff like that, maybe a little less. But man, I've seen some long range sniper rifle airsoft rifles that are just out of this world expensive. I'm just like, god damn. Holy shit. Motherfucker's holding He's holding 4 car payments in his hand. Oh! Oh! Wild. Dude, you should see the one where he talked about the cave drawings and acted nuts, making it sound like he was predestined to exist according to those drawings. Yeah, I've seen a lot of his videos on my own time, but I think one that I've never seen on my own time has been like these kinds of videos where like he goes down some kind of rabbit hole. His normal videos, his roasting videos, his music, I do watch. Some things I do watch on my own time that I don't really plan on watching on stream. But not too much these types of videos. And what is the title? What is that? We're talking about government here. I don't know. Is in the airsoft. I'd love to play, but once again, I can't find any fields in Iowa near Des Moines. Can't find any fields in Iowa. Isn't it nothing but fields in Iowa? Or am I wrong about your state? Isn't that all y'all have? Is fields? That's like someone saying, yeah, man, here in Texas, there's not enough room to do shit. Bro, it's Texas. It's nothing but room. I could be wrong, though. Now it's like, what? Oh. That's how much? 4K for your rifle? And that's the crazy part too, is a lot of these airsoft players, they have plenty of money to buy actual real weapons. Actual real badass weapons. Like badass rifles. They they could probably buy the whole shop. But they just like airsoft. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You like airsoft. But I'm sure with all that airsoft they probably do have real weapons. But again, society would frown on a group of grown men going out into a random field in a group of 50 and playing a game of shoot 'em up with real bullets. I feel like society would frown on that. Even if all parties involved were just like, yeah, man, we're good. Let's do this thing. I sign off. I'm down. I feel like society would still frown upon that. Enter airsoft and paintball. Shoot each other legally, right? So I am right. It is 90% fields. but I do know that a lot of these fields you can't just walk on and play on, man. I understand. I was just giving you shit. A lot of these fields, they're probably owned by somebody, maybe a farmer, maybe someone owns that land, someone probably 100% guaranteed owns that fucking land, so just walking on there to play some shit, you might piss somebody off. You might be encroaching on someone's territory. You don't know. So my paintball gun was a sniper. Cost me 1,400. See? Told you. Told you. Those sniper rifles, man, they're no joke as far as price. Now again, with like the ARs and the SMGs and the handguns and stuff like that, you probably find some good shit with some good deals for some good prices. But I think that the prices on those snipers, I think that's non-negotiable no matter where you go, unless you buy it from an individual seller that just so happens to give you a damn good deal. So there you go. All right. I don't really know fiddler's fuck about airsoft yet. We're still sitting here talking about it. Let's. I really want to watch this. We gotta carry on. Where was... Where in the Discord did you... Hold on. Is it shared links and videos? No. Watch that. And it's not... Gotta be here. No. Oh, so it's gotta be... Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. Oh, I'm down for that. The history of U.S. president assassinations. That'll go quick. Granted, it's 18 minutes, but it'll go quick. There hasn't been that many assassinations in the grand scheme of presidential history. I can't believe I saw a attempted assassination in my lifetime. That's still... I'm still processing that, man. Truly, I'm still... Isn't that crazy? That's like one thing that it wasn't even in the back of my head. Really. Never even thought about it. I thought those days were over. Right? Just like in my head, I have it secure that we'll never have another airplane hijacked again and flown into some fucking towers. That's just what I have in my head, right? Never dawned on me that it could happen again. With the amount of security and just the amount of watchful eyes. And, well, hell, I just thought that our Secret Service was better than that, really, to be honest. So, it's just fucking wild. So, let's do that. Roth, where'd you put yours? That is yours. What did you put? Where's yours, Vince? Is it the oh, War Daddy? Okay. Gotcha. Still long, but shorter than what we were supposed to watch. Okay. Alright. Well, I want to go with this one first by unsubscribe, so... Whatever. No, not that one. Looking for the other one. Remember this, I'll pull it up. Yeah, there we go. I had to actually type in featuring. Knew something was wrong.
Those once like you, kid, dying to get in the fight.
To a new era of warfare.
Welcome to the jungle, boys.
Wow, I haven't seen that guy in anything since Bones.
I have to look after my guys. Until the end.
One last ride with Bravo before it's all over.
We may not always be teammates, but we're always going to be brothers.
The final season of SEAL Team, now streaming exclusive.
The final season? News to fucking me. I didn't know this was a show. I thought that was a new movie. Lord. Okay.
So what is the first?
I was like, hold on, let me see. This might be good. Never mind. Good. Okay, Tracy, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, we're good. Unsubscribe clips. The history of U.S. president assassinations. Mr. Herrera. And Donut Operator. Whose studio does this belong to? Who are all the... Who decorated the studio? Who's in charge of that? Whose Funko Pops are all these? Whose anime figures are all these? I see Mario back here. Who is in charge? I guess I never really stopped and looked at their background ever till right now.
Assassination. We'll just do a quick history lesson from Mr. Jack Mandeville.
First successful assassination?
Yeah. I'm by no means a subject matter expert on this, but coincidentally, a few months ago, I was doing research. We wrote and shot one of the episodes I'm doing for my new history YouTube channel that a few guys around me right now encouraged. I was doing one of the subjects I'm doing is on Robert Todd Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln's son, who's arguably one of the most unluckiest in American history. But so the first successful assassination attempt was on.
I mean, how many of you are willing to? How many of you are willing to consider that man that threw both of his size 11s at George Bush, an assassination attempt? You never know, man. I've seen people die from less. And I've seen people die from smaller blows. Hell, man, I didn't really feel like Dale Earnhardt hit the wall all that goddamn hard, but he still died, right? So you never know, man. A shoe, the heel of a shoe to the right place of the temple on some crazy shit, that could probably put you into a coma. Just spitballing here, man. Kind of just being ridiculous, but still. George Bush got tried up too. Just not the same lethal way, I suppose.
On Abraham Lincoln. We all know what happened there. But that was politically motivated. John Wilkes Booth, his assassin, was purely politically motivated.
Which is wild because like the rest of the assassination, that
it was a conspiracy. There were a few of them involved with that.
The only person who followed through with it was John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth,
because they were supposed to take out Stanton, right? Stanton, the vice president.
That was a. He tried, but he just wasn't successful with it. Yeah, and
what
then
happened?
One guy got cold feet.
They were trying to take out the entire cabinet, essentially.
Yeah.
No shit.
It was a conspiracy. There's
this is like a coup, an actual coup.
Yeah, so I think there was 8 or 9 people that went to trial, and I think like 8 of them were hung for it. But it was a pure conspiracy that was led by a actor of all people. And by the way, the Booth family.
Famous.
They were acting royalty. Like I don't know what the modern equivalent would be. Like who's like they were
Tom Cruise,
the Baldwins.
They were royalty.
I mean, the Baldwins did kill someone.
Yeah,
these goddamn actors.
Too.
Yeah, damn.
And Edwin Booth, the oldest brother, who was by far the most accomplished of all.
The Hemsworths. It's like Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, yeah, dude.
Taking out. Yeah,
but Edwin Booth was a pure actor in the sense that he didn't get involved with politics. He stayed out of that stuff. He just was on stage. Where John Wilkes, he got really obsessed about it.
Oh, so what you mean to tell me is that the brother was Keanu Reeves and John was Tom Hanks. He had that Abe Lincoln syndrome. He had that Abe Lincoln derangement syndrome, is what he had. The brother could have given a fuck less. Man, I'm just gonna do my thing. I got hoes, I got money, I got free time, I'm chilling. The brother, on the other hand, was a little Karen-ass bitch. Yikes.
Abraham Lincoln there at the end.
You don't say.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the first one, politically motivated. The second successful presidential assassination was James Garfield. That was a guy named Charles Guiteau who...
I forgot about James Garfield.
was batshit crazy. Charles Guiteau was
Blackland, what up, man? I mean, it's hump day for somebody, but as far as the day of the week, it's hump day for all of us.
was the guy. He worked at a very low level in the administration, but in his head, Garfield had promised him all these cabinet positions and everything. But he was just like a crazy guy that.
Oh, so they actually had zero communication. It's just in his head all displayed out.
Yeah, he's like the guy that like keeps texting you for like 2 years straight, having a conversation with him, and you never respond. But he thinks that like you're in love with him, and then he drives, across state lines to try to hurt you. That's what Charles Guiteau did to James Garfield.
Did he shoot him? I don't even know this one. This is like, I've never Googled assassination.
Yeah, he shot Garfield.
Yeah, dude, I knew about Garfield, but I can't remember any of the specifics because I learned about Garfield, man, I think in middle school. I think we had already covered this topic before I even got to high school. Presidential assassinations? I think so.
And Robert Todd Lincoln was there.
So I don't recall any of the shit that I learned about fucking Garfield assassination.
When his dad died, and Robert Todd Lincoln was there for the shooting of Charles Guiteau as well, because he was in the Garfield cabinet.
Didn't he go to try to save somebody at some point? I can't remember what that was.
Someone's son, he got saved off a train.
That was Edwin Booth saved Robert Todd Lincoln's life like 5 months before John Wilkes Booth.
That's the video you're talking about, Vince, right there, what they just said. I remember seeing a video like that, I just can't remember by who, where it was just like, wow, what are the fucking odds? The like, literally, what are the odds? The coincidence is just unreal. It's like one in a trillion chance. Like, yeah.
Booth assassinated his dad.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
Dude, that's
dude, they should make a movie about it. Like, that's the craziest story
That's
ever.
the real life.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't, because we've had one movie about Lincoln, right? That's it. I can't even remember the actor who played. No, technically there's been 2 movies about Lincoln. One was some fucking vampire slayer movie that they had him in that I didn't even see. I don't even know if it was good or not.
That's like
These are real life Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's like if one of the Baldwin brothers like saved Hunter Biden's life, and then one of the other probably Alec, because he's already killed, but Alec goes and takes care of Donald. Like, what the just happened?
It's like Barron Trump being saved by Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Off the tracks, little hand reaches.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's the thing is, Robert Todd.
Speaking of Barron Trump, because he just said his name. I just recently saw what that kid looks like right now. That kid is a fucking spitting image of his dad. That is all I see when I see that kid. I see Donald. I see fucking Donald, bro. I see Donald from like the 80s is what I see when I look at him. I don't even... It's just wild. Who's his mom? Melania, right? Or is it some other lady? I don't know Trump's situation there with children and women. Never really cared. So, but man, I saw him recently. That dude.
Lincoln recognized Edwin Booth, like, this is the most famous actor in America. Back then, they didn't give a fuck who the president's kids were. So Edwin Booth's like, yeah, just save some dude's life. It was the president's kid. And then, so the next successful.
Really wonder what it's Melania. That's his mom. I don't see any of her. What in the dude? He walks just like his dad. He looks just like his dad. I think he's just as tall as his dad, because Donald's not a short guy by any means. It's just fucking the salty bitches at CNN that like to make that joke. Donald Trump's like 6'5", right? I think. And his kid's just as tall. It's like, looks like a fucking clone, man, of him. It's a younger version.
But how'd he kill? It was just gunshot.
It was gunshot,
head.
yeah. I think he got him in the stomach. And
1800s, you die.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis played Lincoln. I can't remember what that guy looks like. Daniel Day-Lewis. I'd have to Google to see his face.
And that he died of no, that was McKinley. But it took him a while to die.
Sepsis.
Yeah, so McKinley died of sepsis.
So back then they tried to amputate your stomach. It didn't work.
Yeah.
They literally back in the,
When was McKinley? Like 1910?
McKinley was 18. Oh no, McKinley was like 1901 was his assassination. 1898. He was killed like during the third year of his presidency. Guess who else was there for that?
Yep, 1901.
Robert Todd Lincoln was there for that one too. It was at the World Expo. McKinley he invited Robert at that point.
I would never have that guy around anything. I'm this guy's an inside. He's a Clinton at that point.
He's the umbrella guy at the JFK thing.
Literally, it's the Clinton who's like, why is he always there and people dying?
Yeah. Robert Todd Lincoln, at that point, he had retired he was a very accomplished diplomat, very accomplished. He was the Secretary of War, which was a big position. Very accomplished guy, arguably, other than being president, more accomplished, did more than his father did. But again, like that guy was just a bad luck charm. And he had retired from public life because he's like, there's a lot more shit that happened with him too that I won't even get into, but yeah, he retired from public life, but McKinley's like, hey man, everyone like your old Republican dad, I'm a Republican, why don't you come out to this expo? And then McKinley got shot.
He's like the slender man of history. He's just always there in the background of a photo somewhere.
Yeah. And then the guy,
Like the Grim Reaper of his time.
It suck. So
the guy
bad.
who shot McKinley, you could call it politically motivated, but he was like an anarchist and a nut job, because most anarchists are nut job, except for Neil Peart. He's awesome, man. He wrote all them freaking Rush songs. England.
Wouldn't it? Well, I feel like they're all politically motivated, but there's like that gray area where, yeah, you just have this like, but never mind.
Ring prizes and endless compromises, shatter the illusion of integrity. What the f does that mean? Only Neil Peart knows what that means. Anyways.
And you, Jack.
Yeah.
So wait, that guy was just crazy and...
I mean, he was an anarchist, but
what was his reasoning behind it?
I couldn't tell you.
Wouldn't that be politically motivated though? If you were an anarchist, you're killing the one dude that goes against everything that you stand for and represent, right? Orderly society compared to your chaotic anarchy, right? And you're going after the one dude that represents order, right? With laws and shit. Like that would be political. But at the same time, you could just say that it's just a fucking whack job that saw the president as like this bigger than life target that I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say that any of them aren't, or that anyone wouldn't be. I don't know. It's just the way that like my brain is thinking about it.
McKinley,
you'd have to figure out the right.
If you want to talk about deep state, McKinley was arguably the first deep state president, because the first American, not the first, but the first big American conspiracy that ever happened was the bombing of the USS Maine and our then involvement in the Spanish-American War. And the conspiracy is that we bombed the USS Maine ourselves so we could justify, because it was U.S. policy. Like,
I believe that. Conspiracy aside, I believe that. I don't put that past America. I don't put it past them now, and I don't put it past them back then. So
Spain had two strongholds left in our part of the world, Puerto Rico and Cuba, and America was hell-bent. It had been our policy for 80 years at that point that we need to get these European out of our area. And the conspiracy is that McKinley bombed the USS Maine on purpose just so he could justify pushing Spain out of Cuba and Puerto Rico.
Or at the very least,
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that, actually. Really, because your boy's Puerto Rican. Who knows what Puerto Rico would be like if they never pushed out. You know? You don't know. I don't know. So, thanks, I guess. I suppose. I don't know what kind of... I don't know if that had a positive impact on my culture or a negative one. Can't really tell. That's like some geopolitical type shit. So, because my whole family's from Puerto Rico. My parents were born there. My grandparents were born there. Their grandparents were born there. And so on and so on. So, thanks, President McKinley, I suppose. I think that deserves a thank you. Because again, who knows where that fucking island would be if not, right? I don't know. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully a positive, right? I hope. I mean, because my parents grew up in Puerto Rico. They turned out fine. I visited Puerto Rico a whole lot when I was a kid. It felt fine when I went. I just recently went back. The only thing that was kind of really annoying me was the heat. So, I mean, but dude, Puerto Rico does have a corrupt-ass government, corrupt-ass police and shit. And same kind of drug lord problems, the same kind of gang problems that any other place would have. Just, it's an island, so obviously it's on a smaller scale than something like, you know, the United States. But, relatively speaking, things feel okay. There's no famine. There's no, I mean, yeah, we got a hurricane problem. So does Florida, right? So, whatever. I don't think the hurricane problem was because of the Spaniards. So, relatively speaking, I think it's good.
the idea was that, you know,
I did not know that. That's good to know. That's a cool fact.
if there was a, you know, cigarette goes in the wrong direction, it blows up anyway. The entire War Department's like, that, we're doing that now. They blew it up.
I want to play with these toys. We got Gatling guns now.
The engine blew up. Didn't someone confirm it, or no one confirmed anything? We just talked about that. Like
the accusation was that Spain bombed the U.S.'s Maine, but there was no incentive for Spain to do something like that. They were.
That's actually hilarious. That's funny to me, really. That's some slick ass cheeky shit by us Americans. Bomb our own shit. Guys, those bastards over there, they did it. Really? I swear to God, we saw them and everything. Can you prove it? Just as soon as we go over there and investigate by shooting their shit up. Okay. And I guess they America got their way, I suppose.
Their military was already crumbling. Like there's no reason why the government of Spain would have sanctioned a terrorist bombing on a U.S. naval ship.
Don't fuck with the ships, dude. We learned
don't fuck with America's boats.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, what was America's response? Like, whenever they claimed that Spain bombed their ship, what did they do afterwards? Did they actually retaliate? Or did they move in a diplomatic manner? You know, we're not going to hit you, but what we are going to do, we're going to take all this, 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 and fuck you, right? We could just destroy you. What happened? Because if you attacked a boat on some terroristic shit, and America didn't do anything in retaliation, and it was simply on the diplomatic end, oh, you know damn well America shot up their own shit. Because if it was somebody else, they would have already been up your ass. Right?
To be fair, they could have easily said that about Pearl Harbor too. It's like, why in the would they ever? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Why are those white guys flying Rising Sun planes right there? Yeah. Konnichiwa.
It's exactly what they did.
It's Imperial Japan, not modern Japan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The Twink Air Force, man.
The Ooh Air Force.
Yeah. Then the next attempted, not non-successful, and it's arguably, I don't want to, everyone's, and I don't mean to make this political, but everyone's all, people that I love Trump are really like, this is the most badass thing ever. I'm like, the most badass thing ever was the attempt on Teddy Roosevelt's life. Nothing comes close to that.
Because didn't it hit the speech?
Yeah. Yep. And they still have the papers from his speech with a bullet hole in it.
Cool.
Hit him in the lower chest or stomach, and that gets right back up, stands up, and says something. I'm paraphrasing. It'll take a lot more than a bullet to kill a bull moose, and finished his speech.
And then didn't get elected.
And the guy who shot him, yeah, exactly. The guy who shot him, a nut job, he was having dreams that President McKinley was telling him to avenge his death by killing Teddy Roosevelt. So that's why he was a shopkeeper, and his name was Shank or Shrank or something like that. So Roosevelt was...
Either I don't remember it or I didn't learn it in school. That's wild. But it's unbeknownst to me. What a savage. Jesus Christ. Now that right there is some lackluster Secret Service. He finished his speech. Okay, so you really can't give, Trump's Secret Service that much shit for letting Trump put his fist out and say a couple words. This motherfucker finished his whole speech, okay? And even for the times, I don't care. That's negligent. He just got shot, literally. And no first aid, no medic, no bandaging, no stopping of the bleeding. Just, you want to come down? I'm good. Okay. Nice. Doctor's on standby. I guess. That's wild.
Unsuccessful. It's funny you say, still lost the election.
Yeah.
And he still lost the election. The election that would have pissed me off. I'd been like, God damn it, come on, America. You could have just given me this one. I felt like I earned it. I literally took a bullet for this. Come on. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't the right guy for the job. I wasn't alive back then, so I don't know.
That was what, and as you said, he did the entire speech afterwards.
Yeah, he completed his speech and lived. Roosevelt was a big man. He used to eat like 4 pounds of bacon and like a dozen eggs and a pot of coffee. Like Roosevelt
he's literally me.
Oh yeah, Roosevelt was a burly man.
So really, the bullet entered his body, but it had to get through so much cholesterol first that it eventually just gave up, and it just lodged. Didn't hit anything. It just hit diabetes, I think. And so he lived. It's almost like shooting a grizzly bear in the ass cheek with a 9mm. The only thing you just did was you just pissed off that bear. That's about it.
Which is funny. Like if you want to lose complete faith in the idea of a third party, just know that after 2 terms, Roosevelt tried running third party and failed.
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt couldn't do it.
Damn. Yeah. And
wait, after 2 terms, he tried running third party? What? When did they institute the 2-term limit rule? Or maybe I just didn't hear him properly.
Idea of a third party, just know that.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, Roosevelt was a burly man.
Which is funny. Like if you want to lose complete faith in the idea of a third party, just know that after 2 terms, Roosevelt tried running third party and failed.
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt couldn't do it.
Damn. Yeah.
And
never going to happen.
But hey, Jill Stein might make it.
Get 2%.
After FDR, who served 4 terms or something. I forgot that too. God damn. I forgot that too. How many presidents served more than 2 terms then? And what was our longest sitting president? Was it Roosevelt? 4 terms?
Of the votes is going to crush it. Can't wait.
2% would be a victory. They'd be letting loose the balloons at midnight.
Yeah. Longest sitting.
I hate truth.
I feel like I learned all this shit, man, and it just fell into a recycling bin in the back of my brain, and I'm having problems clicking on it.
That is.
She's my president in Vermont. Yeah.
So Teddy's probably one of my favorite, just for like the Rough Riders, though. Was the war? Who did the war on pigs? What is it?
The Bay of Pigs?
Crazy. It's crazy how the times have changed, man. Really. Back in those times, people were perfectly okay with having a president in there for longer than 8 years. And these days, 8 years kind of feels like a fucking millennium, doesn't it? Feels like a fucking century. An eon. Damn near. And back in those times, people were perfectly okay. Like, I mean, you ain't doing terrible. You're not doing astonishing, but we're pretty good right now, so you're okay. You can stay, I suppose.
Bay of Pigs.
Oh, that was Kennedy.
Was Kennedy. I was way off. Never mind.
Which that could be. That's part of the conspiracy of why he was killed. The Bay of Pigs was an utter failure. People forget with Kennedy. We glamorize and romanticize him now, and we hold him on this high pedestal. But
Marilyn Monroe romanticized him then.
Yes. Oh, and his brother Bobby. Yeah, both those guys were tagging her.
At least they kept it in the family.
They kept it in the family. Yeah, those Kennedy boys. The reason why Kennedy was campaigning so hard in Texas, the reason why he was down here in the first place where he got shot in Dallas, was there was a very good chance he might have lost Texas. He had up a lot of things, and his chance at winning re-election was not safe. So he was campaigning really hard. People forget, like, his presidency wasn't that successful. Richard Nixon was a piece of shit, but he had a more successful presidency than JFK did.
So why the assassination? Why not let this motherfucker fizzle out like Joe Biden did?
I'm not just talking about the time of his presidency. He actually got a lot more done than...
I mean, there's a whole conspiracy here that we can unravel and unwrap right now, but we ain't got the time.
Kennedy ever did.
Anyway. That's the stuff because you have like JFK, the moon landing, and what?
Well, JFK, he wasn't...
Moon landing was later, I thought.
JFK was...
He started the moon landing was 1969.
To JFK's credit, he is the one that really...
started the program.
Yeah, he's the one that encouraged our venture into space. So he did do a lot of great things, but the Bay of Pigs was like one of the most colossal ups by an American president ever.
In my opinion, though, some of the best things Kennedy ever did was the things that he didn't do, the things that he blocked. Like a lot.
Or the things that he was refusing to do, really, I think. It was his restraint, really, I think, is what he was known for. I wasn't alive. I didn't know the climate. I didn't know the general consensus, but from what I learned, Kennedy didn't want to go to war with, and he wanted to stop dealing with with foreign countries as far as the shit that we make and the shit that we import and export. And he wanted everything really to just stay for Americans first and Americans only, and really stuff like that. It wasn't so much like he wasn't a George Bush or an Obama or like, you know, these presidents there or presidents in times of war, or they just got thrust into the presidency in a time of war or something like that. He was trying to make it to where no president had to be a president under a time of war at all, ever again, for any reason. That didn't really go down well with the puppet masters. So Bye, John.
A lot of the central banking stuff, a lot of things that he would not allow to continue to go forward, taking us off the gold standard, shit like that.
Which is crazy. You see it a lot that people that come from these aristocratic, generationally wealthy, New England, Northeastern families. Teddy Roosevelt was one of those guys. They're the ones that want to bust the system down the most because they grew up in it. They know how it works. And if you get the right one, a JFK or a Teddy Roosevelt, those people genuinely cared about the common man.
Bye, John. Can't have that. Oh, no.
Yeah. And they came from the background to be able to do something about it.
When you say,
do you guys notice a parallel here between JFK and Mr. Donald Trump? Listen to what he just said about JFK.
How it works. And if you get the right one, a JFK or a Teddy Roosevelt, those people genuinely cared about the common man.
I feel like Donald Trump genuinely cares about the common man.
Yeah. And they came from the background to be able to do something about it.
When you say,
I feel like, as far as coming from the background, yeah, I think Trump, maybe, kind of, you could sort of say. I don't know. It really doesn't matter his background. It just matters who he is, really, at the moment. So, and look what happened to Trump. Almost assassinated. I mean, granted, for completely different reasons, because that 20-year-old kid that shot at Donald Trump, I still don't know what his reasons were, if he even wrote down any or recorded any or told anybody any, but
the central banking that JFK busted, or he stopped it. What do you mean by that?
That's actually one of the conspiracies as to why he was, axed. Is he was basically throwing up a big brick wall as far as like taking us off of the gold standard and different things like that had to do with the Federal Reserve.
No shit.
And so whenever you go against the Federal Reserve, I mean, Saddam learned, Gaddafi learned, like, don't with the central bank. You will be replaced.
There is attempted, and then there is people, they stopped it. They seem like a background. I know Obama had like 3, George Bush had 4.
Those were threats, but like...
Threats.
Gerald Ford, after Kennedy, went through 2 attempted assassinations. One of them...
Yeah, I forgot Gerald Ford.
Cult member, part of the Manson family, a crazy person. And that attack was stopped by a former Marine Vietnam veteran named Oliver Sipple. Oliver Sipple saw, her name was Froman, Kinky Froman. No.
God damn, man. The one guy that had the lowest survival rate out of anyone in the nation was the one that ended up saving the president. A Vietnam veteran. Guys, the survival rate for... Water? Here you go, young lady. Here. I don't want to play with you right now. Come on, drink it. Survival rate for Vietnam vets, man? Yikes. And that's the one that saves the president.
No. Something Froman. Wiggly Froman. One of those weird Manson family names. He saw her present the gun. He grabbed the gun away from her and saved the president's life, basically. And Oliver Sipple at that time... was like a closeted gay guy, and Harvey Milk, who was the first publicly elected gay official. Harvey Milk really him over big time, and basically like because he was so obsessed with like saying a gay guy saved the president's life, he outed Oliver Sipple, and it like just created chaos in Oliver Sipple's life because he wasn't openly out. His mother kind of like disowned him. He like died.
And back in these times, the whole gay thing was like well, it wasn't as embraced as it is now. We'll just say that.
Sadly, in the 80s from like diabetes, he just had a kind of a sad ending to his life because Harvey Milk wanted to make a point out of him, but
in a good way. He meant well, but
he meant well, but
Sipple's just like,
this is the 70s.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Dude, I'm from Alabama, dude. This isn't going to fly well with my family.
It's the Key and Peele skit where it keeps talking about the in the gay community, and it cuts to the guy that's just like, like he's like, what?
Yeah.
Anytime they say gay, the camera cuts to a key, I think. And he's like, what?
Yeah. And then
I don't think I've seen that one.
Out of the way, and the camera
I've seen a lot of
refines.
And then the last attempt after that was a crazy person. Like we said, he was a guy that was a little too much obsessed with Catcher in the Rye, like the guy who shot Lennon, Mark David Chapman.
God rest his name.
He thought Jodie Foster was his girlfriend. And, you know, she said one negative thing about the President of the United States, and he thought
You
he had
didn't
to.
know that?
No.
Yeah, no.
Treat. I will say this: just treat everything. If I have this face, go in depth because I have no idea on any of this, and I'm sure 90% of you are like,
so,
huh?
John Hinckley, the guy who shot Ronald Reagan when he was in office.
Oh, dude, I think I do know this, and I didn't even learn this in school. I think I watched like a random. Maybe I watched it on Watch Mojo. It was something like that. I think I know of this, but the details are so hazy. I'm so glad that they're gonna go over it.
Office was legitimately like that was his thing, is he wanted to impress the actress Jodie Foster. That wasn't just a random
Because she
attack on
said
Jodie Foster.
she just said she's like, I don't like Reagan, so he's like, I don't like him either now. I love Jodie Foster.
the original simp.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess you can say, man, yeah, it's possible for some of these to not be politically motivated at all. It's just when the target's the president, it just always feels politically motivated for some reason. But no, that's just some whack job ass shit, dude. Really, like, dog. Did y'all ever see? Came up on my feed. Did y'all see the random weird stalker guy? It was some kind of seminar. You guys know the actress Drew Barrymore? She was talking to another person on stage. There was an audience. And it's like a view. Someone's recording on their cell phone. It's like a view from the crowd. And this random guy walks up fucking screaming Drew Barrymore's name like, I need to talk to you. I need to speak with you right now. Like, he's just a crazy person. And like, ugh. It's like one of the detriments of being that famous and that well known. And when you're the president, you're the most known person on the planet. Unfucking fortunately. So, yeah. All the fucking crazies are fixated on you. You're like a poster on their wall. Every single one of them.
Which, you know, he's out of prison now, and he's making bluegrass music.
Yeah, he got released like what, 3 years ago.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I want to get him on the channel because I want to do the recreation of the Reagan shooting because I have the gun.
We're gonna have him on the podcast and that.
Hey, bring me the water.
I don't have the gun.
I don't have the exact gun, but I have the exact same model, caliber, everything. Yeah. I bought it specifically to do a recreation because the Reagan shooting is an interesting one to me.
Color me impressed that he made it out, like alive, and then out of jail after trying to assassinate.
He got dog.
Because most people that try to assassinate a president, they end up dead. Like dead. Like super fucking dead. So, yeah, I think I remember this whole thing. Because I think I watched a video on it, and I remember saying, like, God damn, man, he's got to be the only person that's ever tried up a president and lived to tell the story. Because I'm telling you, man, they don't... It's not like police, where sometimes they'll shoot you in a place that's just going to maim you, drop you, disarm you, you survive it. You go after a president, they shoot you in no such places. And they aim that, and their intent is not that whatsoever. Their intent is to eradicate you from this planet. In that moment, they don't have a choice. So it's not like, oh, let's just give pursuit, see where this goes. Nope, they're just gonna fucking shoot you. So that's piled.
It's a shitty little 22 LR revolver.
You want to know one of the most wholesome stories from the Reagan attempt was people forget he almost died, and there was actually a crisis happening at the White House because George H.W. Bush was like overseas or gone or something like that. There was some sort of like succession crisis happening where
probably setting up future operations in Iraq.
the speaker,
So that his son can take over.
the House at the time, basically claimed that he was in charge. That's a whole different thing. But Reagan came extremely close to dying. People have no idea. And he's getting operated on these doctors, and I think it was in Georgetown there.
Yeah.
And Reagan looks up to the doctor and he's like, are you a Republican or a Democrat? And the doctor says, sir, everybody today is a Republican. Just a wholesome 80s story. If that was said now on like X or anything like that, nobody would believe it.
Yeah, no.
Be a TikTok dance and then shoot him in the head.
Yeah, because I think that was the original quote, something along the lines. It might have been that, or it might have been the one I heard was, before he goes under.
Oh, I hope you voted for me. You're right.
I hope you're all Republicans.
Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah.
And then the one before that, I think before he got operated on, it was he was talking to his wife, Nancy Reagan. They said like something along the line.
That's such a president thing to say. It really is. It really is. I could think of like if Trump was getting operated on. He looked at the doctors. He's like, those tools, that machine over there, that wasn't made in China, was it? Okay. Just making sure. You can never be too careful. Let's get this thing started, Doc. I can see Trump saying some shit like that. Maybe. On some savage, you don't know if you're going to live or die, so fuck it type shit.
Lines of, not paraphrasing, but he's like, Nancy, I should have ducked.
Yeah.
The guy was a one-liner machine, even while currently shot.
And then a couple years later, he's giving a speech in Berlin, and a balloon popped. And
I do remember this. He was like, "You missed." That was great.
He just stops his speech and goes, "You missed me."
Yeah.
Reagan was the lovable grandfather of the country.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. Because he was old. Every time I see him, footage of him, he always looked old. He always looked like he was always 67. Not a day younger, not a day older. Hey, can you bring me some of those cookies? I got the fucking munches and she's hoarding a whole bunch of cookies over there. Hey, can you bring me some of those cookies? Please? No, bring me the whole bucket so I can grab a couple, because I know that your stingy ass is only going to bring me one. Come here. Close. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Chocolate cone. I'm just going to take a couple, okay? Yep, that's it. Here you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Hell yeah. Godzilla -1. Is that what just came out? Not what I saw. What did I see? I just recently saw a Godzilla movie. I don't think it was that. I don't know. Okay. We have the best tools, best doctors. Phenomenal doctors. I worked in the hospital. I was like, wow, so many great doctors. Oh, that'd be so good. Okay. Ooh, that looks intense. Stolen Valor Part 1. Phony Navy SEAL. Outlaw Biker. Busted. Oh, shit. Damn. I really want to watch that, too. You guys are making me stay on the list today, though. Dude, those cookies are so good. I could eat that whole goddamn bucket. Okay. Oh, another idiots in cars entry. Gotcha. How do you guys feel about watching some Fat Electrician? Hey, go hit skip. You're watching an ad. That's not a cartoon. Go hit skip. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a cartoon, but it's not what you're watching. Hit skip. I should just watch ads all day. I don't. Oh man. Fucking thirsty. Stop it. Quit being a goober. You watched Godzilla -1? Nelly, stop. No more. Well, Vince, are you here? Because if Vince ain't here, I ain't starting. Well, I know you've seen it, Christian. You've seen everything. You added nukes? Where is it? You guys down to watch some scary shit? No, not here. Where did you put it, Astro? On the list, right? Lost today on my fucking... Oh, Tracy's is in here too. I didn't even realize. All right. Well, Tracy, I'll do yours, and then we'll do some nukes. I suppose. Miss Swan, Candy. Oh Lord, this is more of Lorraine. Oh no, this is a different one. This is a... No, not Miss Swan. No, not Lorraine. Miss Swan. It saw Mad TV. I automatically assumed Lorraine. Okay.
8 inches of any original sandwich, chips, drink, and a dessert. Just $10. Jimmy John's.
All right, here we go. Mad TV, Miss Swan, candy store.
There's your chocolate. She's gonna love it. Have a very happy Valentine's Day, okay?
Oh, this guy.
There we go.
I remember him from... I would have walked away already. Like, yeah, you can stand
Ma'am, I'm sorry we're closed. Ma'am, we're already closed.
Hi.
Bye.
I got something inside.
You have something inside here?
Yes, on the east side, man.
Something you left something? All right, hold on. You wait right here. I'm gonna go to the lost and found. Let me get you something.
Bro, I thought he locked the door already.
What did you lose?
Candy.
You lost candy.
Yeah, I need a candy.
Oh, you need some candy. You want to buy some candy? All right, fine. Listen, if you can do this quickly, I'll allow it. I was about to close, but do you know what you want?
Oh, yeah, I know everything. I know what I want, yeah.
Okay, great.
Why does she have an intermittent lazy eye?
What?
What?
What do you want?
Candy.
I know, but what kind?
Bro, just give
you
her
want,
some.
I don't. Do you want chocolate? Do you like chocolate?
I don't know.
You've never had chocolate? Oh.
No.
Here you go. Here's a little sample.
Okay. Yeah, I know chocolate, but we call it cacao.
Oh. Who's we?
Me and this guy that I know.
I will make you a assortment.
No. I want to pick.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
But we have to do this quickly, all right?
Kinda
Because I
reminds me
have a
of one
date.
of my aunts.
Oh, big boy, you got a date?
Yes, I do. All right, so we need to get on with this. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I
winking
get
is-
it on because you got to get home to the monkey in the bush.
What?
Oh, you're gonna twirl the baton tonight, huh?
Lady, look, if you don't order right now, I'm going to throw you out of this store, okay?
Okay. Take it easy. No, me no. How about this or this?
That is caramel cream.
Oh, can I taste?
You want
This poor guy
Come on,
always
there
gets
you
the
go.
worst customer. He gets her, gets Lorraine.
Hot damn, that is good.
So she spit it back up. I feel like Lorraine is much worse.
That's so good. It tastes like the one that go all the way up, and you eat the leaf in the tree, and you got the big neck.
a giraffe?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like a Jeffrey.
That's right.
How would you even know what a giraffe tastes like? Why am I even asking? Look, all right, you're going to get a pound of this then, right?
No.
Lady, I'm beginning to think that you're turning this into a little game.
I assure you, this is no game.
Yo, her eye
What
winking
it
is
is?
driving me
It's
nuts.
marzipan. It's almond. Marzipan.
Muddy pants.
It is marzipan.
Ellie,
It's an
stop.
almond paste, and I'm going to bet you want to try this too. Would you like to try this?
Yeah.
Here you go. No. Oh.
Oh, come on.
No. You need to get out. Grab it and get out. Grab it and disperse. Please. Stop. Go lay on the bed.
What kind of animals that taste like, lady?
That one tastes like duty.
Lady?
She's like the human version.
For God's sakes, it's Valentine's Day, and I have got a date.
Okay. You know, you look like a man, but you sound like a lady. Okay, give me a pound of them smutty pants.
A pound of that?
Yeah, I think you're gonna like that.
He? God forbid, you got a husband?
No husband. If for my dog, Jujubee.
You can't feed chocolate to a dog, it'll kill it.
Oh, you know, sometimes I cover my body with apple and he lick it up.
Get out of my shop. Gross ass.
Really?
Bro, at this point, you know what? Here, you can have it for free so long as you leave.
Yeah, you wanna watch?
What a...
Actually, yeah, I'd kind of like to see that.
Come on then, big boy.
I can't. I've got a date.
That's okay, he can come too.
It is a she.
Sure it is.
That did not end how I thought it was going to end. What a kinky ass little old Asian lady. Jesus. Oh, that they're both gross. Oh my god. It started so hostile until it got to the point where she mentioned that she'd rubbed dog food. Not like kibbles and bits, but like that wet dog food all over her body and lets her dog go to town. Yeah, I still think that Lorraine's worse. She's more of a pain in the ass to deal with than Miss Swan. Miss Swan's just odd. Very, very odd. And obviously we know now, kinky as all get out. And weird. So, yeah, as a shop owner, I would much rather deal with her than oh Lord. Did I put this in my watch later? It should be in there. Lockheed's Insane Attack Carrier. The CL-1201. That thing looks crazy. I wonder what it actually looks like because I'm almost 100% sure that thumbnail's bullshit. I doubt it has that many fucking munitions. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe it has like offensive capabilities now. What? Are you bored with your cartoons? Is that why you're all up in my stuff today? Huh? Is that why you're all up in my stuff today? Are you bored? Go watch Blippi. Weird little one. Okay. Fuck was I doing? Nayeli, that's enough. Y'all can't hear her, can y'all? Or is it just me? Yeah, Nelly, stop, okay? Please, or I'm gonna turn Blippi off. And take all your cookies. Okay, then stop.
Hey, we're gonna take a quick break.
We'll be right back.
I was never... Be back, I was never here. But get out of here. I know. I know. Okay. 10 scary videos for full screen terror. Niall, tell you. Stop. I'm not gonna tell you again.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel.
You said what? Leave the cookies. She left the cookies. Let's go. She glanced at him for a moment and thought about it. She's like, yeah, I'll leave him. Fucked up. I'm not gonna eat them all. I just have a slight case of the munchies.
Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost...
How do you just get hit? I don't know, guys. How? In y'all's opinion, how difficult is it to not get hit by a train? I don't really feel like it's that hard, if we're being completely honest. See, look, I'm actively not getting hit by a train right now. You're saying, oh, well, she's out in the middle of nowhere. There's a guy right now in the middle of nowhere that's actively not getting hit by a train. These things are very loud. And if you're walking on the train tracks, you can hear it on the tracks. You can hear the train coming from a mile away. You can literally hear the tracks moving, making noises. You can hear that bitch. And then the horn. This thing's gonna see you. Were you just walking on these tracks and you heard this train? You heard the horn? You saw the lights? And you just stayed the course? And just kept walking until you got run over? That's odd. That's odd behavior. It's almost like you don't know where the fuck you were.
Ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader...
Maybe the woman was crazy, lost her mind, and on some sacrificial, suicidal shit, she was walking on train tracks with full intent on getting hit by a train so that her and her baby could perish and get sent to the afterlife that was summoning her with voices. That's why she was crazy. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there.
What is
it? A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
Isn't that an odd place to find a dead deer? Yo, Elaine, how are you? Thank you so much for showing up. How have you been? Dealing with your family. Well, you'll be back home soon. And then you'll just be chilling. Because most of the dead deer that I've seen have always been on the side of the road. Side of the highway. You know, shit like that. And it was blurred too, so I can't even see what condition the deer was in. Doesn't really look like a place that a hunter would go to hunt some game. And it doesn't really seem like a place that's heavily populated with vehicles. Because he's just walking on it, middle of the night. I don't know, seems like an odd place for there to just be like a dead deer. I wouldn't expect to encounter a dead deer right there on the side of an embankment, on an abandoned road, under an abandoned tunnel. I don't know, maybe the deer ran out of steam. I don't know. Natural causes. You came across the first deer that died of natural causes, man. Yes. Like saw it. Well, that is creepy. Yes. Yeah, and I've heard things like that before.
Hello?
My hometown, there's a thing just like Crybaby Bridge is what it's called in my hometown. What's on the outskirts of like another county, but
hell no.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
And that's exactly what I did. That was my exact reaction to it as well. I was with a whole bunch of friends too. But nor was anybody else recording at the time, because, you know, when we were younger, yeah, some of us had cell phones, but we weren't tied to it the way that kids are tied to it now.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm out.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these...
I know that some of y'all may be thinking, what if it was just like a person, and it was just a random person that was also there that just so happened to see this guy and take the opportunity to scare the shit out of him, and it's just fake and it's not real. It doesn't really matter to me, man. In these situations, whether it's real or whether it be some other random motherfucker fucking with me and having a laugh at my expense, the desired effect has been reached. I am now scared. I will now be exiting this scenario. So, it doesn't really matter in the moment if it's fake or not, or if someone was fucking with you. Yeah, no, I'm kind of fucking out.
cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone to come in?
Hell no.
My thoughts exactly.
Hell no.
My thoughts exactly.
The House of Light and Shadows.
Yeah.
TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available...
I tend to sometimes believe those videos a little bit more than some of the other ones because, you know, if it's fake, what is the fake cameraman gonna do? He's gonna get closer and closer and closer and investigate and investigate and investigate, all for the sake of the video, right? If you're trying to fake it, the last thing you're gonna do is run at the first sign of, you know what I'm saying?
Homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan. When this happened.
Bro, I would love to live in like a style home like this. They look so comfortable to me, and they just look so appealing to me visually. That's just saying.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan.
I would so be there. I would so do that. $760. I would so do that. Live there given the chance. Well, maybe one day. I'm only a little over halfway done with my life. Almost to the halfway point, right? If I'm lucky, I'll get 75 years out of this whole deal that I got. So yeah, maybe one day. I just love those. I love their style of homes.
Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room.
Obviously minus all of the fucking demonic shit like what we just saw right there with the shadow and the fucking thing and all that stuff. But you get what I'm saying?
This house will run you a monthly rent of Ju-ni-man-en. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well,
it's crazy that, you know, I saw it. But this looks like, you know, a realtor, right? That's trying to make a sale to someone that's in the market for homes. The question is, how did he not see it? Because he voiced over it, which means that there was some kind of editing that happened here. I saw it. I know you motherfuckers saw it. Nuke saw it. That's why we're here. How did the guy that made the video not see it? And was just voicing over it like it was just, you know, just another day at the office trying to sell another house.
Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this.
Or maybe the voiceover was just a joke, I guess. Like, hey, look at this demonic shit, and I'm just gonna voice over it and try to sell it because that's like comedy, right? Selling something that it's clearly not gonna sell. And maybe that's what the voiceover was, and the video is actually the video, right? I don't know.
Until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city.
That never dawned on me, really. Wonder it's so fucking cheap. No wonder it seems like a steal. Because you're going to move in and something's going to steal your soul. Like, ah, man. Oh, no.
Has anything to do with that?
Yeah.
Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not?
I don't know.
And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
And I split the rent.
Reaper.
Right.
TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. She spots something that sends a chill.
Golly, the trifecta. Paranormal shit, children, Maine. Doesn't all the freaky wild shit happen in Maine?
Down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that?
What? I don't.
And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet. Hi.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hall.
Well, I was like clear as fuck, like right in my face, but okay. My bad. That took me a minute. Yeah.
A mirror, but there's no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera?
the whole topic of the Reaper. So I'm going to pose a couple of questions that maybe people don't pose because it's just like whatever. I'm going to pose them anyways. So the Reaper is there to take you, right? But you're not the only person that dies in a day. So does the Reaper project himself in hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions, if not billions of ways? He projects himself, right? Kind of has to. Because if he's here, what about that other patient in another hospital 15 miles away that's also dying and going to die at the same time that this person is? Is there another Reaper there too? The same Reaper that's just projecting himself to multiple places all across time, all across life, all across wherever there's life, he's there. Right? Just making sure that we're all on the same page, probably. Because I always thought that. Just question.
You decide. Down below, crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy word. Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the f is going on around here?
Maybe it's a choir singer that discovered that, or maybe like a choir, like an opera singer that discovered that she gets better resonance with her voice down in a sewer, and she's just down there getting ready for the show next year. Or it could be some kind of satanic ritual happening right under fucking neath you, or some paranormal shit, who fucking knows. Or it's just Tarzan having himself a good old wank, man. You never know with these things. Yeah, I don't know.
Partner decides to join the siren call.
Obnoxious as hell.
It sounds like the intro music to like a brand new Halo game. Like that should be the what we hear for like Halo's next trailer. Like the intro music to the trailer. It should be this right here. And then boom, Master Chief shows up.
Maura and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer.
And that doesn't sound like any kind of construction that I've ever heard happening underground. Ever. So
Early, much less singing.
I don't know.
Now, Maura is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Maura simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at
maybe it's the fucking witch from the Left 4 Dead video game, the first run. Remember the witches? And this bitch just simply changed up her tune.
top5@gmail.com. A room with a view. Ever since they moved into their new apartment, Joey Chalupny and his family have been experiencing strange, unexplained...
God, dude, the baby looks like it's seeing a ghost right now. Look at him.
They moved into their new apartment. Joey Chalupny and his
He's like, what the fuck is that shit?
family have been experiencing strange, unexplained activity. Their furniture and belongings seem to inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures is truly chilling.
Damn, Adam. That'll definitely kill you.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And
The guy was just chilling, leaned up against the wall like a gangster, dude.
It was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on. But even if I did leave it on, like I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, I was like, there's stuff knocked over. This plant's knocked over. This fake plant's knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what.
Okay, I don't know about that other shit, and I can't explain that other shit. But as far as the toys, sometimes, not saying this is what it is, but sometimes these children's toys, they just be going off. I've had some of these toys go off before in my niece's room. Like sometimes the kids are rough with their shit, right? So sometimes the button will just get like lodged, and every now and again it might like beep or something, or do something like that. I've heard it. She's got toys scattered, right? So, but not all the time. It is rare if one of these toys really does just start making noises all by itself. But it's not out. It's not, you know.
What is going on? And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing.
As far as like these things being knocked over, that's a toy for an infant. That's a toy for a child of the age that probably can't even walk yet. So, I don't know, man. Unless your kid just so magically learned how to walk in like 2.5 seconds and was like, you know what? Fuck the feng shui of this room. I don't even like it this way. Then yeah, you got some issues going on here. So
Nothing here. Do you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane?
Wait, hold on.
There's no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
Am I insane? Am I insane? Someone just walked by the window, and I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here.
You're on the second floor?
There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening.
My homie used to live in an apartment just like that. Most people never do. Yeah. I never did. When I lived in we had a thing just like that. I never opened it for any reason.
Weirdest things are happening.
I think I opened it twice. When I moved in, when we moved out. Never went in that room for any reason.
Electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony.
And especially if you live on the second floor, that's creepy. Because I don't know what the fuck that is. And if it is a practical joke, You live on the second floor. Someone had to have jumped off in like the 10 seconds that it took you to walk around, and so, oh no.
Window. Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight, but you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. Or maybe the hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it.
Seems like someone's keeping an eye on your kid. Did you get a history of this apartment? Seen stuff like this before, where the apartment or the house has a prior history of like child died, or I don't know, the parent died and lost the child. I don't fucking know, man. Could be someone that lived there before that lost a child or something. Are they watching after yours? I don't know. No, they have whatever this is has a fixation with your child. Ugh.
Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment.
Yeah. Or did you ever try having, because that's what I see. Whatever this is has a fixation with your child or with your child's room. So I would have taken the child and had the child sleep with you for a couple days and see what came from that. See if you noticed anything there. It was just fixated on the room. Hope that it's the room and not your kid. Ugh.
And until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos.
My man, you could definitely not make a movie out of this guy. Because he did, thank God, someone with brains. Someone with brains. What do we see in all these movies, guys? All these scary movies. Buy a new house, move in, boom, haunted. What do? Nothing. Where do they go? Nowhere. These fuckers did what I probably would have done. Oh, but what so you won't get your deposit back because you moved in and moved out the 2 months later. Is living with that worth a deposit? I don't think so.
Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's... Uh-huh. Now that's some real shit. That's not... We're not playing with fairies and shit anymore. It just got real.
A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake.
I don't care.
But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no...
Oh shit, I didn't even notice the cat. The cat's looking at it like... You see it? He doesn't see it. Poor bastard doesn't see it. He sees it now. There you go. Fucking idiot. Why do you think I'm all the way over here? Come on, man. I didn't even notice the cat. Fuck. It doesn't matter if the snake is harmless. In that moment, I would have done the very same thing. Like, Sweet fucking Jesus. Let's back it up. Let's observe. Let's see. Let's make a quick little phone call and let's see. Because I can't identify. I'm not a connoisseur in these things. I don't just know these things. There's a lot of snakes that I can't just be looking at them being like, oh, you'll be fine. No, snake, I'm just gonna back up for a minute. I'm gonna investigate. And after my investigation, if I still can't figure out what it is, I'm gonna dip. Bounce. I'm probably gonna bounce anyways because I have no business.
Reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in.
Yeah, but we're creatures of habit, and we don't really expect that to be at our door, really. Like whenever y'all are walking into y'all's house, or into y'all's place, or into y'all's apartment, wherever y'all live, are y'all looking directly straight ahead when you're approaching your front door? I'm not. I'm looking down because I'm preparing to stick my key inside of the doorknob. I'd be walking up to the door the same way with my head down. I don't look up. Now that I think about it.
In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter.
Oh shit.
The couple pulls out an old step stool and is
The dog ran out and was like, wait, what is it? I'll fight it. Oh shit, nah, I'm not fighting that. Okay, I'm coming. Wait for me.
shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it.
I was like, wait, what was
They
it?
make
I'll
a
beat
run
its
for it
ass.
with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy.
And then
So he just runs back in.
And then after further investigation, he's like, you know what? Keep the toy. It's fine. Just wanted to see. Go back inside. It's good. I got more. Keep it. It's all you.
And yoinks it away.
Oh no, he actually got the ball. I didn't see him pick up anything. I thought that he just saw the snake and said, fuck that. What a ballsy little bastard. You're not taking my toy, bitch. Nope, not today. I've lost this way too many times.
Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy. Game changer. Nuke's top 5 viewer Christopher Dunn.
Well, we all know this dog's priority if someone decides to break into their home. Someone breaks in, gun shooting, the dog's like, danger. Where's my toy? I need this. I need it. I'm not going to be able to survive with it. Bullets going everywhere. Toy. Where did I leave that toy? Bullet whizzes past his face. I know that toy is here. I know it's not behind the couch. Like, that's that dog. That's that dog. He's got the personality of Deadpool.
Duncan emailed us some creepy CCTV footage captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth
Oh man, and CCTV footage don't lie.
group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. No way. Oh, no,
What is it?
watch.
Is that a
Watch.
Is that a pull stick or a katana?
Oh,
It's a pull stick.
Watch, John. Watch.
It hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break. It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving!
If it floats in the air and goes for the child, I'm gonna freak out. And then it just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the
You know, this is in a church, right? So, at first, one could say, oh man, I don't see anything wrong here. The Lord just stopped by for a friendly game, right? Help him with the stick. But then the stick breaks. It's just like, nah, the Lord wouldn't do that. Not my Lord. Not to a bunch of children. It's gotta be a demon. I'm sure of it. Sure of it.
church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own.
Yeah, at first, you're just like, oh man. Big Gun's upstairs, he's got next. He called dibs. But no, then the stick breaks and it's just like, nah, this is something else.
Before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the
And in a room full of kids, they would have just chalked it up as like, oh, I think somebody may have broken it, but we didn't notice.
floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is...
Or maybe there's a child in here that has some special abilities. I don't know. Y'all ever seen that movie, Chronicle? I like that movie. A lot of people talk shit about that movie. I like that film. You ever seen that movie? Little high school kid gets powers. And what does he do? Starts terrorizing his peers. And then that becomes not enough and he goes to terrorizing the entire city. This kid's starting small. He's just starting with Vacation Bible Study.
Known to be haunted, and that there have been many other incidents of paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church? Let me know what you think. Strange noises from the toilet. This next video
Could have been the ghost of a kid on some sad shit. Could have been the ghost of a kid that saw all the other kids and just wanted to play. Like, I want to play pool. And he's dead. He doesn't know that he's dead. So in his mind, all these kids are ignoring him and being mean to him. So he just sits under the table and breaks the pool stick in anger. Like most kids of that age would do if they were like shunned or pushed away from doing something or not included, right? They would lash out in some kind of way. I don't know.
video was posted to the Nukes Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
This terrain does not sit silent. It speaks to you, wakes you up to ride on the backs of glaciers.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, Dustin?
Hello?
Dude, when you're taking a shit, that's all you can do. Hello? Because, like, that's your most vulnerable state, bro. That's your most vulnerable state. Think about it. If you had to defend yourself while pinching one off, could you successfully do it? If someone had the drop on you, I feel like you would be at a massive disadvantage, bro. Like, this is like, hello? That's...
Now Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't.
Is his name?
So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more.
Well, because, you know, this is just I've used bongs before. Maybe he has more than a couple. Because sometimes these bongs can be a pain in the ass to clean. So you'll just naturally have multiples in case you're feeling lazy that day. You don't really feel like cleaning it. It's just too much of a pain in the ass. Fuck it. Let's just grab the one that's clean. That one gets dirty. But yeah, no more than 5. That's unless you're a connoisseur or like a collector. But that's not that many. Really. Now, the torch is the most concerning thing, man. That's a big-ass torch. I've had torches, but that one's massive. How much weed are you going through?
Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Oh, the tall one is a dab rig? I've never had one of those, man, so I couldn't really point one out. It looks like a bong from here.
Hello?
Melville Cemetery. A Nuke Stop 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on.
See, this is one of those things where if you fuck around and get PTSD out here or get fucked with, I kind of don't feel bad for you, really, because you're asking for it at this point. I understand, like, exploring an abandoned warehouse or, like, a run-down psychiatric facility that's been abandoned for years. No one touches it. But going into a cemetery with a Ouija board, bro, whatever comes out of this, you 100% deserve all of it. That's all I'm saying.
Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery.
All right.
Things start to go wrong.
Okay.
And what happens next is truly terrifying.
You asked for this.
Bro, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, look up.
Why is it going to no?
It said no?
It said no.
Be like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was it you that moved the camera?
Doubling down, huh? Always a good plan.
Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. 4K. Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me? Bro, I didn't even ask it.
Are there any spirits here that want to talk to me? They don't want to talk to you, bro. It is clear from the very beginning that their only intent right now is on fucking with you. You don't understand.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm? Yes. over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the f are the keys?
The only way that he could fake this right here is if he had a buddy that was somewhere off camera with a second set of car keys that was just doing this. Right. That'd be the only way to fake this. But I don't know.
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You
Of course they're telling you to, because they're not there.
see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Oh my f***ing god, bro. Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my god, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo, get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of here right now.
I'm leaving.
Get the f*** out.
You could tell the delay. You could tell the delay between when he saw it and when his friends saw it. Like, yeah.
I'm leaving.
See, I never knew that, but I don't feel bad for not knowing that or being ignorant because I've never used a fucking Ouija board and I don't want to. And when I was younger, it didn't occur to my friends either. So, I didn't know that if you started a communication with a Ouija board and didn't properly dismiss yourself, it was like an act of disrespect. So we're going to hang on to you until you properly say goodbye. But I mean, that's some very emotional type shit coming from something that was literally just fucking with you. Oh, so now you want politeness? Being a whole dick earlier. Messing with my car or my camera. Yes? You what? You want to take a bath right? You want to take a bath right now? It's not time for you to take a bath right now. No, it's not. I hate to break it to you. You can pout. But I'm sorry, it's not time for you to take a bath yet. Why do you want to take a bath so early? You have ulterior motives. You never take a bath this early. Give me the real reason and I'll think about it.
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave. But after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board.
Maybe whatever pulled the fucking Ouija board under the gate was like, oh, didn't say bye in time. Too fucking late. Sorry, fuck boy. Enjoy the next 2 months of fucking misery, nerd. Read the rule book next time.
So Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro, Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my god, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of there. Get out of there.
Bro, what is burning though?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery.
Probably your fucking Ouija board.
Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
Bro, that's probably what's on fire.
It's in. You didn't see it? No. Bro, you have to be so
No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at the shit. Look,
Bro.
show the fire. Is this the hole? So it was literally a fire. This is the board.
Bro, I'm jumping.
Earlier today, you did your blessings, you did your prayers. Remember
Bro,
that, bro.
it's literally graves.
Don't go. What if it's like a graveyard watch or something?
No, it's not. Bro, I see it. Yo, it's the board. It's the board and the planchette.
No, with the planchette.
Oh my god. Bro, I'm not touching it.
What are these fucking Ouija boards made out of? Because that fire seemed pretty hefty. He was pretty far away, and the fire seemed pretty. I mean, dude, it scorched the concrete, but it still left the wheat. That's odd. The size of that fire, how long it burned, what in the fuck are Ouija boards made out of? Look at what it did to the concrete, but it leaves behind over 80% of the Ouija board. That doesn't seem right.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Try to say goodbye. Oh, the board is burnt. Oh my god. The board is burnt. Oh, sorry. I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the f***ing board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Try again. Say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax?
I don't know, bro. This one has elaborate hoax written all over it. I don't know. I don't... This one doesn't seem real. At all. And what really gave it away is the board after the fire. Something doesn't seem right there. You believe this one? I don't know. Some doesn't seem right with the board, and I imagine that Ouija boards are made out of the same material that the Monopoly board is made out of, correct? So maybe. I don't know. I don't see setting a Ouija board on fire or a Monopoly board on fire or a Parcheesi board on fire doing what it did to the road, though. You know how long something would have to be on fire for it to do that to the road? And if it's on fire for that long, that Ouija board is gone. Yet again, 80% of it was still there. A little bit of it was on fire, but did you see the size of the fire from the distance he was at? I don't know, man. Something's not. Huh.
I leave that up to you to decide. You can see even more of this scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel.
My question is, how did the camera move? Someone standing behind it knocked it over. There's so many angles that you can put people to where the camera doesn't see you. How do you think they make movies? Man, it's all about angles. Like, you watch a movie and you just see the actors, when in reality there's probably like 3 or 4 other people in that fucking shot that you're just not seeing because of angles and shit. You can hide these things. Someone standing right there behind the camera knocks it over. And he just looks at the camera and never makes eye contact with the person that's and someone could easily just have a second copy of his key. I've had multiple key copies of my car before, right? And you can just have someone hitting the fucking button. And as far as pulling the thing, it's not really all that clear. It's fucking dark. Could have done it with fucking fishing lines. So he jumped the fence. What's to say that one of his homies already didn't jump the fence before he started recording? And then gone, set the fucking fire, put something in place of the fire, set the Ouija board on fire a little bit to make it seem like that was the fire that it was in. They burned something else, burned the Ouija board a little bit to make it look like that was the fire, and then boom. And there was a lot of cuts in this video. So, like, I don't know, man. The kid ones, yeah, they're made out of either wood, plastic, or some other material. Oh, they're usually made out of some kind of cardboard. I don't know. It could have been made out of some kind of metal. Could have had like a really nice Ouija board. I don't know. I don't know. But even, I don't know. Even if you're burning something that's not plastic or cardboard or something a little bit harder, like some kind of like metal, right? You set that on fire. It's not, again, I'm looking at the street. The street. You see all that charred, scorched concrete? I don't know, man. I've set a lot of shit on fire in the street before is what I'm saying. And even after a full whole day of shooting off fucking fireworks and firecrackers and explosives on 4th of July, my street didn't look anything like that from just a couple seconds worth of flame. I don't know.
I'm wishy. Drawn out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I missed the very beginning. Fuck. Hold on.
Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just, like adjusting the needle a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let that essential dry for a couple so it doesn't rub off. This one will do better than black. Just that heart rate. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute. Like especially like if I like blend it in, I'm gonna blend it together. What's up? Blend it in, I'm gonna blend it together. What's up? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved? In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone. What do you mean? I swear to God.
They're out. Oh shit. God. Yo.
Hell no!
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to...
She said, in the name of Jesus, leave us alone. And that thing said, he can't help you here. Oh. And they were both out. Yeah. Tattoos canceled. Maybe that demon just didn't approve of what you were getting tattooed. I don't know. You weren't getting live, laugh, love, would you? I could see why he would be pissed. That played out ass tattoo. Jesus.
To remain calm, but then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. They get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Well, There's that. That was. Hold on. Dustin being stoned, taking a shit while a ghost calls his name has probably tripped him out for weeks. Yeah, poor Dustin, dude. Couldn't even investigate. I mean, he could have, but it's one of those conundrums, and it's one of those conundrums that life throws at you. If he were to investigate, and if it were you, do you wipe first and then go investigate? Or do you just stand straight up and then go investigate? Shit bird and all. Huh? What do you do? What are you doing? I'm assuming he didn't even move. I'm assuming he just sat there. And just waited it out. I don't know. That could have been it too. That could have been it too. He was like, "Excuse me," and knocks over her table. And he's like, "All right, what we doing? You're getting, what is that? A fish. Nice. I like it. I want Skull and Bones and Casper duking it out with lightsabers right here on the lower butt cheek, if you can do that." Okay, I'll just pull up a chair real quick. Fuck y'all going? I was just gonna wait. You're doing tattoos, right? Good service anywhere. Oh, damn it. Guess I'll go back to hell. John said he did tattoos, if I remember correctly. I don't know, man. Could have been anything. We don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Astro. I don't know what'll be happening. I don't have any filters for comments and here on YouTube, so I kind of want to watch this video. When delusional woke people get destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't do all that. Like, you know what does suck? What absolutely sucks is when you're waiting on a package that if you're not home, they don't deliver it. I've had packages like that be delivered to me before, to where I actually had to be there for the delivery of said package. They're not just gonna leave it on the front doorstep like fucking UPS and FedEx do. But it was UPS and FedEx that was delivering it to me. But for the most part, they do be doing that shit. But I have had packages that I had to sign for, and there's nothing worse than expecting something that you're excited to get that you ordered, and you know that you have to be there for the package, and you're on the shitter when they knock on the door, and it's just like, oh my god, it's rough, it's tense, it's full of anxiety and shit. Not a good time. Because if you miss it, they're gonna wait about like a couple seconds and then walk the fuck off. Oh, well, this guy's not home. Let's leave. Like, bro, fuck. Oh. Okay. I think I'll watch one more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Astro. Maybe YouTube don't like you, man. I know they don't like curse words, so. Let's see. No, Christian, I have not. I don't have any tattoos on my back, period. Have fun, Elaine. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good evening. So, Derozier, I'm probably going to watch that on my own time, buddy. You didn't have to request that. All I did was just show a vague interest in it. You didn't have to request it. That's I was just asking if it was one of those videos, and I would decide if I wanted to watch it. I'd probably watch it on my own time, man. You can change your request. Ugh. I'm trying to see. If Pokedex entries were literal. Will I understand this, given the fact that I haven't really paid attention or given a fuck about anything Pokemon related in the past 25 years, Kevin? Will I still understand? Or am I just going to be watching this with a confused look on my face? I don't know anything about Pokemon these days, man. Aside from the things that y'all request Pokemon related that I watch that still kind of... Oh, which one? Fuck. This has got to be at the same time, 12:53. There was a lot of them. I hope I clicked on the right one. It's the same time and everything, so it's got to be.
Driftloon. Stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children.
I'm gonna be the very best. Like, no! Why is it never me? Oh, why don't you want me, Magic Ghost Balloon?
Alakazam. Alakazam's brain continually grows, infinitely multiplying brain cells. This amazing brain gives this Pokemon an astoundingly high IQ of 5,000. It has a thorough memory of everything that has occurred in the world.
Did you know that hippos sweat pink? Oh, cool. Hey, is your head okay? The largest known prime number is 2 to the power of 77,232,917 minus 1! Huh, neat. I think. Also, did you know?
Slurpuff. Its sense of smell is 100 million times better than a human's, so even the
What you mean to say is you'll get it. I won't really get it all too much. I've never read the Pokedex. Really. I just know what it is. And it just tells you... I read it for the Pokemons I really liked, but I can't remember fuck all what the original things even said. Really.
scent tells it about everything in the area. It's like it can see with its nose.
Oh, this... What's this one called? Slurpuff? I don't even remember that as a Pokemon. We're not doing Pokemon from my time, are we? We're doing, like, new Pokemon, right? I don't know any of these characters.
Everything in the
I know the last one. I don't know this one.
area. It's like it can see with its nose.
Oh, this world is filled with so many wonderful smells. Cinnamon rolls, flowers, and old cheese. And diapers? Oh, and sewage. Oh, more diapers. Oh, God, why is my sense of smell this strong? Oh, it's too much.
Oh, sure. Blame the garbage pile filled with diapers.
What was that?
Mag Cargo's body temperature is approximately...
I remember Magikarp. I don't even remember that. That must be evolution, I believe.
18,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh no, I
Darumaka. Darumaka's droppings are hot, so people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm.
Darumaka, I'm getting chilly again. How's that coffee and Indian food coming along?
Fine, boss.
That's my guy. Okay, I'll go grab you some laxatives.
You know you could buy a parka.
Metang. It floats midair using magnetism. Its body is so tough, even a crash with a jet plane won't leave a scratch.
Jeez, that is like the 5th one this week! You're real lucky I didn't get scratched none!
Yamask. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at
So
it.
Kevin, you know all of these characters, right? I know 0, fortunately.
And cry.
Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. I was so ugly.
Houndoom. If you are burned
Yeah,
by
we're
the
in a
flames
different
it
realm
shoots from
here,
its
man.
mouth, the pain will never go away.
Whoa, look! A wild Houndoom!
You just shut up!
Kadabra.
I do know this one.
It is rumored that a boy with psychic abilities suddenly transformed into Kadabra while he was assisting research into extrasensory powers.
Oh, thank God, a person. Please, you gotta help me. My name's Jason Smith, and I'm a research assistant at the Beigetown Science Center. I have no idea how, but I went to bed as a human being and woke up as this thing.
Oh, you were a human being too?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a Garbodor fire like you obviously were, but yeah, I was a human too.
Wow, that was super effective. Oh.
These mushrooms make you feel better. Like, a lot better.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Jeff.
Although Gorbis is the very picture of elegance and beauty while swimming, it is also cruel. When it spots prey, this Pokemon inserts its thin mouth into the prey's body and drains the prey of its body fluids.
Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous Pokemon! Really, it's truly a...
Snorlax. It is not satisfied unless it eats over
I know this
880
one.
pounds of food every day. When it is done eating,
It's
it
just a
goes promptly
fucking panda, is what it is.
I got 880 pounds of pizza for Mr. Snorlax.
Could you just put the pizza in my mouth and then you just leave?
Shuckle. A shuckle hides under rocks, keeping its body concealed inside its shell while eating stored berries. The berries mix with its body fluids to become a juice.
Yeah, it's Shuckle! Hey, are you drinking my berry juice? Is that the red stuff you're sucking out of my veins? Oh boy, I'm getting woozy. Shuckle juice.
Spoink. Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of its bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop.
How was I supposed to know using sleep powder would do that?
Magikarp. It is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon
Yeah, it
in
really
the
is.
world.
Ooh, another Pokemon to drink from. Gross. A Magikarp would rather suck a Garbodor dry.
What a loser!
Damn, that thing just died. So did Magikarp. It's like the fainting goats of Pokemon.
It has been known to
I remember
become
this
so
one, I
angry
think.
that it dies as a result. Its face looks peaceful in death, however.
Come on, bro. You think you're better than me because you're called Mister? Nobody's better than me. I got so...
Well, he's at peace now.
Hey, anyone got a trash bag?
Dustcall. If it finds bad children who won't listen to their parents, it will spirit them away. Or so it's said.
You eat your vegetables, Traxler.
I don't wanna!
You are being rude, young man. Maybe getting kidnapped by a ghost will teach you some manners.
Arceus. It is described in mythology as the Pokemon that shaped the universe with its 1,000 arms.
Oh no. Oh no. This is too many arms.
That many arms makes me so mad!
Oh, come on, that's 2 this week.
Banette. It's a stuffed toy that was thrown away and became possessed, ever searching for the one who threw it away so it can exact its revenge.
Hey, that sort of looks like my old doll that I got rid of when I was a kid.
Hey, that is a very elegant Gorbis.
Hypno. As a matter of course, it makes anyone it meets fall asleep and has a taste of their dreams. Anyone having a good dream, it carries off.
All right, pal, explain to me the difference between what you do and roofing someone, because it sounds pretty much the same to me.
Many would say what I do is worse, since I also invade their minds.
You sick bastard, I'm about to become your worst nightmare.
Oh, the nightmares of an officer. A rare and unique delicacy.
Why did he just sound like Hannibal Lecter? Reminds me of his powers remind me of Mirror Master. No, not Mirror Master, Top. A combination of both their powers put together, actually.
Swablu. For some reason, it likes to land on people's heads softly and act like it's a hat.
So it's a gnat. I got it.
Whoa, oh no. Oh, so you're just gonna be a cute fluffy hat. Whew, I was worried something horrible was gonna happen to me there for a sec. Huh, neat.
Love Disc. It lives in warm seas. It is said that a couple finding this Pokemon will be blessed with eternal love.
A love disc? Jesus Christ. There's just so many dirty jokes I can make about that name alone.
Oh, look, a love disc!
Hey, who said that?
Shaman. The flowers all over its body
I always forget that kids play this.
burst into bloom if it is lovingly hugged and senses gratitude.
Hey, I got you a gift.
Oh, I love it! And I've got a gift for you, but you'll have to wait 9 months for it.
I love you and all the wonderful Pokemon that have brought us together.
Haunter. By licking, it's
Basically just told him he was gonna be a dad. He wasn't even mad about it.
saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise.
Oh God, no! Ew, now my ice cream's all ruined.
Oh, well, at least everything else is still wonderful and perfect.
Wait, look at baby, huh? Neat!
Ah, shit.
Chansey. It is said to deliver happiness,
I think
being
I remember.
compassionate.
No,
It shares its eggs with
I think it was
injured
Clefairy.
Oh! 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 Could I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Lampent. The spirits it absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass
The
on.
Grim Reaper.
Oh, you dying of something?
No, water broke. Gonna go give birth.
Ah, dang it.
But hey, this just means there'll be an extra person to die later.
Oh, yeah, thanks, lady.
That was good.
When this Pokemon
I do know
sings,
Jigglypuff.
it never pauses to breathe. If it is in a battle against an
And I do know the lesser known evolution of Jigglypuff. Not a lot of people know this one. Wigglytuff. If you saw the older videos back in the day, especially the old Upchurch reactions, you know who Wigglytuff is. Hot lizard ass bitch.
opponent that does not easily fall asleep, Jigglypuff cannot breathe, endangering its
Yo,
life.
Sco, what's going on, man?
You understand I'm a ghost, right? I'm dead. I have no reason to ever sleep. Geez, can we get an egg in here?
Wigglytuff. Its fine fur feels so pleasant, those who accidentally touch it cannot take their hands away.
What I'm talking about.
Hey, Frank, get over here. You gotta try petting this thing.
All right, come on, buddy. Just make it quick. I miss fainting
The
from
real version,
singing
you
too
definitely
hard.
don't want to pet. You kind of want to like low-key hit him with a car.
Zatu stands rooted and still in one spot all day long. People believe that this Pokemon does so out of fear of the terrible things it has foreseen in the future.
Old Man Sonic, Part 69.
Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, there was a couple of Pokemon on there that I recognized. Majority, not so much. This was 4 years ago. And even still, I'm so far removed from Pokemon knowledge, man. If it ain't about like Pokemon from the late 90s, I probably don't know. I probably have no knowledge. Oh. Some what? Some shorts. I gotta type it in, don't I? Let me see. No, it's probably that's just oof. I don't know where to go. No, I think we have No, there's a couple that we haven't done. But we can just do those tomorrow. I gotta go get my niece ready for bed. We could have done more had I gone live just a little bit earlier, but dealing with her earlier. So, yeah. So whatever those shorts are, throw them on the list, Astro, for the next one. And then with the list that we have right now, you don't even have to make a new one, because we're just gonna continue on this tomorrow. You can just take off the ones we've already done and archive those, and the ones that we haven't done, you can leave them there as the list is right now, and that's what we'll do tomorrow. And then whatever new gets put in those missing spots of whatever we did today, then things just get put in there, and yeah. We'll knock the rest of this stuff out tomorrow. But I gotta go handle some things. Put away these goddamn cookies too. Jesus Christ, those are dangerous to have around, just like laying out. Let me do this real quick. Make sure. Well, thank you guys for keeping me on task today, because there was some stuff that I wanted to watch like on that I requested. So thank you for keeping me on task so we could at least make some progress on the list. So oh, I love this. All right. Yeah, so dudes, that's gonna do it. Thank you for hanging out. If I didn't get to your request, I'll get to it tomorrow. Be live again tomorrow. Be live the rest of this week. So yeah, be sure to put them in Discord. Make sure they are in Discord for Estro if we haven't gotten to it yet. Just to double check to make sure that they stay on the list. Go back on the list. They're not gonna get taken off. The only thing is they're gonna get taken off from this one or the ones we've done. So yeah. Alright, dudes, I'm gonna get out of here. Go knock some shit out. And then I will see y'all again tomorrow. I'll probably be live a little bit earlier. Tomorrow should be. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? Yeah. Alright, so be easy, dudes. Thank you for hanging out. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Probably here. Maybe Twitch, but whatever it is, it'll be a variety stream. So wherever we are, it'll be a continuation from where we left off tonight. Alright. So love y'all. If y'all need anything, y'all can hit me up on Discord or DM me. Either or, it doesn't matter. And I will see y'all to wow, we've been in this view the entire time. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Alright. Love y'all. And I'll have some more YouTube videos uploaded here today or tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of editing past couple days, so alright.